Achievement Hunter stream. Today, I've got myself, I'm Alfredo, this is Trevor, this is Michael, and Michael's gonna be playing Metroid Prime Remastered.
I am?
Is that what it is? Isn't that remake, remastered?
Yeah. It's remastered.
Remastered! It came out, what, like a week ago?
Yeah, right after the Nintendo Direct, or I think at the Nintendo Direct, they were
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they
They
were
were
like,
just
by
like,
the way, this comes
boom.
out tomorrow.
Yup. I love
$40
Nintendo
bucks.
likes doing stuff like that.
I want more shadow drops.
Pretty
in my
cool
life.
with a game as big as Metroid too.
Right.
Like
It's not
they
something
just
tiny.
recently did that with Hi-Fi Rush as well.
Oh,
like a
yeah,
week or
they
two
did.
before.
Microsoft did that, right?
Yeah, they as in the video game people. They.
Yeah, video game space.
But yeah, it was like, whoa, what? Like I overheard Matt and BK talking about it. I'm like, wait, Metroid Prime what? Because I don't give a shit about directs or anything.
Right,
And they were like,
yeah.
oh, it came out yesterday. And I was like,
Well, you think it'd
So,
be something
gonna
that's
play
like
it.
smaller, like Octopath Traveler or something like that.
Octopath Traveler 2 comes out in like a week.
Octodad 2?
Yeah,
Octodad 2.
yup.
It moved,
That's
it moved
exactly
from Sony
right.
to Nintendo.
Exactly
It
right.
made the jump.
So this is Metroid Prime Remastered. It's a GameCube game from 2002. There was Metroid for the Nintendo, Metroid 2 for Game Boy, Super Metroid for Super Nintendo.
Yep.
And then many years later, this and Metroid Fusion for the Game Boy Advance came out on the exact same day. Game Boy or Metroid Fusion is technically Metroid 4, and then the newest one that just came out like last year is 5, the Metroid Dread
Oh,
for the
yeah.
Switch.
This
isn't
That's
5?
5.
I remember having
no,
the big
Prime
fat
Prime is
3DS.
its own series.
Got it.
Like it's not really a number because if Fusion is
It's like
4
the
and
fifth
Dread
game,
is
but not
5,
in the
it's not even
story.
real. I mean, it's the 5th game, but they both came out on the same day. So
Right.
they're both kind of the 4th game.
Got it.
There's 2 4th games, but they're completely different games.
Way to go,
for different
Nintendo.
consoles.
Always confusing.
But then they made 2 more Primes, and then 20 years later they made Dread.
Oh. So, Metroid follows this guy and his ship.
Seamus, right?
Seamus. Yes,
Okay.
Seamus. As he does things. Okay, in space. But this dude is like a badass.
Yeah.
Okay.
So bad, had to be a woman.
Had to be a woman. That wasn't the first one, right?
Right.
The
That was the reveal at the end.
Whoa!
It was like her helmet came off,
Dude, wait.
and I imagine people got mad. Probably
Yeah, but you could kind of see her eyes a little bit.
That's
not
true.
Nintendo. Well, I don't.
Where is it?
Well, in the remaster anyway, you can see.
Well, again, I'm saying,
reflections.
but you already knew this is
But
the
you know.
4th game. It's
it's
kind of
been
just the
20
first
years.
one. Also, it's Nintendo. There's not really a lot of exposition. You just start the game and you're shooting things.
Yeah.
I
So-
think
You
there's
just
one
assume it was
voice
some
line
dude.
in this whole game. It's not even the main character. It's just in this ship. There's one voice line.
Oh.
Yeah.
Little log. Yeah, look at it. The eyes.
Oh, she's cool as shit.
So is this like
Sean
usual, like, yeah, Seamus. Is this like usual Metroid where like you have to go get pieces back of like your armor?
Oh, it's every single time.
Okay.
Because Metroid is, like, it's all canon. And so they make a point to, like, always have the
Oh,
shit
the
she
music.
had.
Where's the remote?
I don't know. So the other thing about Metroid is
there?
the first game was on Nintendo, which then got retconned as Metroid Zero Mission.
wanna
They
hear
kind of
that
changed it
music.
a little bit. But technically, Prime 1, 2, and 3 all take place between Metroid 1 and 2.
Oh, that's cool. Here's what you should do. Don't go into this ship. Don't lose your stuff.
Right.
Bingo,
That'd be
bango.
good. That'd be good.
Just kind of roll off and float into space.
How's it going?
You gotta blow into it.
Oh, that actually worked. It wasn't
You jostled it.
working, and I just randomly smacked
it.
it to be stupid about it.
So this is a scanning. A lot of scanning in this game.
Oh yeah.
You got it. You scan.
scan,
It's
shoot.
also because this game is lock on crazy.
Oh,
because,
look at that lock on.
Well, it came out when there was only one stick. So
That's true.
So you
That's
didn't
true.
play this game with an aim.
That's true. You kind of just strafed into it and it locked on.
You had to
Yeah.
kind of It was GoldenEye style, but they added lock on.
Yeah.
Much
quick,
better with 2
right.
sticks.
Real quick, I just want to say a big thank you to our RT First members.
Yeah.
Our firsties. We're going to have the chat up here in a little bit, and so we'll be reading the chat over at richie.com over on RTTV. But that is the best way to support us as creators. If you like our content, then make sure to head over to richie.com and subscribe to become a first member. All kinds of exclusive shows, early access to content, etc. So thank you. The camera seems so
What do you mean? Like the field of view?
tight. Yeah, FOV is point.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
oh,
focused.
so we have all our abilities and we'll lose it.
Right.
Well, we have some abilities.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Look.
You don't have all the suits. You don't have all the different weapon cycles.
Right.
Whoa.
See, space pirates, they're the main bad guy. That's who you fight in the first Metroid. You killed them all. You destroyed their planet, right?
Yeah.
Or you destroyed their home base on planet Zebes, and you said, I'm done with these
Yo,
freaks.
Zebes?
I'm done with these freaks. But right after that, you know, shortly after, you got a distress call. That's where you are now.
Oh.
And you get there, and you're like, oh, somebody's fucking up these space pirates, dude.
Because I only play Fusion. The Metroid series has Ripley, right?
Ridley.
Giant- Ridley?
Ripley is
Yeah,
aliens.
It's aliens.
Ridley-
I always get that.
Ridley is
has a
named after
giant
Ridley
fucking-
Scott.
That makes sense.
Yeah. There
makes
is also Mecha Ridley.
Meta Ridley. Well, there might be
Meta?
Mecha. Meta Ridley's in this game.
Yes,
'Cause
that's
you-
what I meant.
You killed him in the
Meta.
first game, and then they make him metal. Yeah. Ridley's in damn near every Metroid.
Ridley might.
He's kind of the
may
main.
or may not be why you lose all your goodies.
He's kind of the main dude, bro.
Yeah. So these pirates, a lot of the lore in this like first area where you scan stuff, they're
Map.
obviously messing with mutations and stuff. Does that happen in other games? Where they're messing with DNA and
Yeah,
mutations and
These
it's-
are some
stuff?
smart ass fucking pirates.
It's just kind of. Oh, they're smart as shit. No, they're real
Fuck,
sophisticated.
Messing with DNA.
No, they're real sophisticated. Once you start reading their logs, and they do not like Samus.
And
Music!
they love to log things.
They love to
document
log.
everything.
This game's real good
They're more
on
scientists than
shitting out
pirates.
information, just in the nature of, again, the scanning. It's kind of like picking up data packets, but it's a little bit more interesting since you're actually like looking around and scanning shit as opposed to just picking up files off the ground.
Yep.
It's essentially the same thing.
They're like, what am I looking at? That is a this.
Right. Pretty much.
And the pirates
And
say this about it.
yellow or orange means you can scan it, but it's not critical. It's not research data. If it's red, it's like research data.
Hey.
Hello, chat.
There
We
they are.
can see you
There's
now.
chat. What's up, Spicy? 2-4. How's it going, everyone?
Pigeon Studios, classic, hanging.
Two things. One, when you turn into a ball and roll around, do
Morph
you think
ball.
it's a morph ball? Do you think it's painful?
Oh, absolutely,
No.
every time.
Two, Trevor, can you demonstrate that noise, please? Yep, just like that.
Yeah, every bone
Well.
snaps, but when she...
It realigns the suit.
Yeah.
The suit holds you
it
together.
pops them all back. Yeah, it chiropracts you back into position. Now I can see...
So-
oh,
I'll tell you,
Well, shit, this game
they
moves
again,
fast.
Samus, the space pirates do not like her. Having encountered her once already and preparing for another encounter, they in fact reverse engineer some of her technologies.
Oh.
Right. So they do try to they recreate some of her weapons, her power beams and stuff. There's a data file that talks about them trying to replicate the morph ball, and it just ends with space pirates' broken bones, and so they have to give up.
it's a
shit.
real hammer industry.
It's literally they're like, we just can't figure this shit out, and we
Yeah.
just got to move on to like guns or something.
It's a real Hammer Industries situation where they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all right, turn around. Oh,
Yeah,
oh
when
God!
they try to reproduce the Iron Man suit. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
it,
and
oh
he
yeah,
goes-
the upper half twisted
Yeah, and
around.
and he
oh
screams,
my
and he goes,
God.
"Well, I just want you to know he lived. He lived." I'm like, "Oh, okay." That is not meant to happen.
So here's some shit they're working on. Biohazard waste removal. Phazon.
cool.
Yeah, you gotta get
Phazon's
rid of
also
poop.
a thing I'm pretty sure that only exists in Metroid Prime. And they make it like the pivotal plot of all the games where like the space pirates are just like fucking with Phazon and like juicing animals with it. They're like, let's shoot Metroids up with Phazon.
Again, pirates. I've
Thebes
always-
has fallen.
Zebes.
Oh,
All ground personnel are presumed dead, either killed by the hunter, that's Samus, clad in metal, or in the subsequent destruction of the underground facilities. Our research frigates Orpheon, Syriacus, and Vol Paragam were in orbit at 0 hour and managed to retreat.
That's midnight.
Frigate Orpheon is now docked at Vortex Outpost. Orpheon's cargo appears to have 100% survival rate. Metroids are healthy, but on restricted feeding schedule due to uncertain supply
Don't feed 'em
status.
too much.
Don't worry, they got the Metroids. We are
oh, those are the little floaty brain
there
mushrooms.
they are, and they suck your juice. Yeah, basically the plot of the first game is Mother Brain, the leader of the space pirates, says, we're going to use these Metroids to take over the world. And Samus goes in and says, not on my watch, I'm going to stop you. And she does a good job.
no.
And then in the second game, the Galactic Federation or whatever goes, great job. Turns out that those Metroids are still too dangerous. Even though you stop the space pirates, go back to Zebes and murder them all. And then you do.
This guy's just like barely clinging to life.
Barely.
Yeah, but he's going to shoot me, so he's got to die.
Right, his dying breath. Also,
This guy wasn't helping him. He was
might
just looking
rage
at
away.
him.
He waited. He wanted his own.
All three of these guys waited to let you gently scan all of their computers.
They wanted to be the ones.
They're like, well,
to
why,
defeat
why did we
Samus.
log this? What was the point if Samus wasn't going to read it all?
This man's just fucking shooting like there's no tomorrow.
Man, I just remember as a kid, like the easy puzzles, sometimes I'd be like, you know, you can unlock things by putting your morph ball in it.
Yeah, you got to put your ball in
But if it was
holes.
like 3 feet up, I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to get in my ball in the hole? You got a little
You
grenade
gotta
jump.
finagle it.
Yeah, you got
Oh
a grenade
yeah, there's
jump.
a grenade jump. Mm-hmm. See, I get it. I played Fusion, so I just remember the 2D way of doing it. Wow, look at that. We got our abilities. Oh shit.
Pew pew!
Fucking died.
Oh.
Oh, well,
He knocked me back.
Locked through the wall.
that's hack.
Yeah, you see the eyes, the reflection?
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's fucking dope.
Hey, watch this. Let me do it just like... No?
There! Oh!
Chat's correct. They've been doing a really good job with remakes and remasters.
Dude, this is a fucking fantastic remaster. Like, the fact that this isn't even a remake, this is just, let's clean up this game.
Yep.
It's fucking fantastic.
I was watching a comparison between the GameCube version and this, and it's a constant reminder of going, man, my kid brain saw this, but when I look back at it, it's like, no, it definitely
Yeah.
didn't look like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked pretty good for 2002, but yeah, this looks phenomenal.
Yeah, I remember it's like as a kid, I would see like the Madden cinematics, like when I load up the game, and obviously it didn't look like that. But then I'd go to my dad and be like, "Dad, check this out! Look how fucking cool the graphics look," just to see if he'd be enticed to play some video games.
Let's play
He
catch.
wasn't,
Be like,
but,
this looks
but he'd be
like-
like,
he'd be
"That's
like,
pretty
this looks
cool."
like shit.
Playing alone.
Yeah.
Save. I saved it.
That was a cool sound. That was a very good sound effect.
That's the sound I'm most familiar with. As you scan stuff.
Yep.
It looks like something spherical goes here.
I turn into a ball. I go into the hole. Thank you, Spider-Man.
Thank you, Spider. Oh, you're a bug man. That's $12.
Oh, that'd be $12.
Oh, 12. Okay.
We saw Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, so.
Wisp.
Quantumania.
Quantumania.
Quantumania. Oh shit!
Gavin would have liked that little PSA though. Ant-Man. It's like without the hyphen, it's Ant-Man.
That ended really well. That joke at the end.
Yeah.
Why's he dancing?
She is gonna
Yeah.
blast you with some
Yeah,
lazies.
because she is the parasite queen. You know, like genetically enhanced.
And parasites
all that
dance,
stuff,
that's just what
you know,
they do.
They like to jaggle.
Oh damn! Did you have a little hop?
Uh-huh. You do like a side dash.
Making it look easy, Michael.
Don't worry,
Let
let's
her
go get
get a
Majin
hit in,
Joe.
dude.
What's up?
Let her get a hit in.
No! Trying to make progress here. This is the opening.
We might get to the snowy fields. What is it called? The
Fendrana Drifts? I don't think we're making it there, Trevor.
We might.
That's a stretch.
We're pushing it. We're cruising.
We'll probably dip our toe in Magmore Caverns.
Definitely there. You'll probably
7 minutes.
Probably finish in the poison boss.
Oof. You think I'll make it all the way to the plant?
Man, y'all play the shit out of this game, huh?
Oh, man. I think Trevor looked up a Wikipedia before he
I looked
started.
up a Wikipedia page.
He never heard of it.
I just
That's
remember
why he bought in
visually
on
what
the
it looked
Seamus.
like. I remember the ruins, and I remember the snowy spots and the poison place and the magma place. But as a kid, I'm like, I don't remember Michael's got the brain to remember all the deets. I got the brain to go, I remember struggling on the easy puzzles.
Right. I mean, I'm more of like a visual person. There's games that I mean, Siege is a great example. Like 3,000, 4,000 hours in it. There are some maps I couldn't tell you the name. But if you show me a picture, I'd be like, oh, I know exactly.
You know every angle.
I know every angle,
Yeah.
every competitive, sweaty, like, sliver on the map.
What I did look up was the normal, a human playtime to beat this game. Because as a kid, this was, copious amounts of...
It's a big game. You can get
Copious
lost,
days.
dude.
But
Once
I
they
mean,
start,
people were saying like 12 to 13. I'm like, really? Because as a kid, I mean, I'll tell you, that was months.
yeah,
Months.
and then especially once they're like, find these 12 keys hidden in
Right.
the game that are just like in walls and shit.
The amount of backtracking just to go find little things.
I mean, the whole game is backtracking.
Yup.
That's-
But you're
what
like, oh
Metroidvania
man, I don't
is.
have the ability to get through this door. Oh look, 5.5 minutes and the game's over. We're on our way.
We're almost there. Oh my god. At some point, like maybe like the early 2000s, was there ever talks about like a Metroid movie?
I don't know. I don't know if that one ever was going and got canceled. Who knows? I feel like everything has had a movie in the works and canceled at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
I was wondering if Metroid was one of them. But then you also have movies that should have been canceled, like Dragon Ball or
Talking about Evolution? What are you talking
Evolution?
about? That's great.
or was it Dead or Alive? Right? That had a movie.
Fuck. Did it? A live action movie?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
I did not
I'll
know that.
look it up after I finish my spam.
Yeah, just so you know, it smells like dog food.
What do you spam?
Yeah. And that's not on the restaurant. That's just what Spam smells like. I was getting whiffs. I'm like,
What is spam made of? Just like residual meat product?
Probably. It's like canned meat,
it's just meat in a can.
but
Huge in Hawaii.
there's yeah, very big.
You
It's
hold
just
this
like-
charge.
It's just
What's
very
up?
filling and cheap.
It is. It's cheap. I hate it because as a kid, it was one of those meals that I just
Check this out, Trevor.
I couldn't get through. Who's that? Believe it or not.
Mecca.
Meta.
Now you see why I thought Mecha.
Yeah. no,
Kid
I mean,
me's going, that's a robot.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Kid U is right. That's a robot.
Well, no, he's more of a cyborg, not a robot.
Man, Seamus
Because
has
he
some
was
nice eyelashes.
He was a creature. And now he's meta. Oh, right. I have this.
I had completely forgotten about. Ooh, forgot about that weapon. But like when you charge
Check
up the
this
gun,
out.
you just holding that charge. I was like, why is the gun not going?
Yep.
Ah, I love when you can
See?
like it expands when
Now
you get
it's
that
like,
ability.
Look at Meta Ridley.
Meta Cerebral Casey.
Look at his heart.
Stinger Ballistics online. Plasma Fuel Cell online.
Good news.
So I don't know if the implication here is that Ridley fucked this place up, or like, cause somebody fucked this place up.
Dead or Alive movie. Yep, DOA. DOA, Dead or Alive.
Your ball can take electric, right?
No,
It
you just have to.
can?
No, you have to go under it. Like if there's electricity, usually you roll under it. Watch this, Fredo, look. Oh no!
Oh, is that all of our shoot. Our suit. Is our suit skinnier now?
Now
Yeah,
it's
that's
zero
how you
suit,
start in the first
kind of,
Metroid.
but not really.
That's what her suit looks like when you start the game. I mean, again,
more
in Nintendo
fall
form. But,
malfunction.
oh, everything's malfunction.
Charge beam.
We can shoot and
missile,
jump.
Grapple.
All the cool stuff.
It's all malfunction.
It's all malfunction, just from whacking a wall. Some Chozo power armor. More like Bozo power armor.
We get knocked that easily and lose all our stuff.
I know!
Don't trip.
Open the door.
Dead or Alive. There's a movie. DOA, baby.
Where are you going? I don't think flying works like that in space.
Well, when you're meta, it does.
Yeah, I think this would be a good contender for a movie, but it probably had the same challenge that Halo did, which is the quiet protagonist.
Yes.
But I don't know. I don't care. Chief, you talk. Samus, you talk.
What happened to John Woo's Metroid movie?
See?
From
There it
Collider.
is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tracking on enemy target has been lost. That's Ridley. Ground-based recon required. Begin landing sequence. Welcome to Talon 4.
John Woo was gonna do a fucking Metroid movie? In 2004, you optioned the rights to the Metroid movie.
And 2 years after this game came out.
We were very fortunate that there is such an extensive amount of material to draw upon for the film.
Nintendo once again did a really good job at taking
Yeah.
a traditional 2D series
too
like
challenging.
Zelda and fucking make it like an amazing 3D game, but still feel like Metroid, right?
Yeah.
Like it. Okay, I accidentally walked back in.
And we're going back to the pirate ship. You know what? I don't like this planet. I think I'll
I'm
leave.
out of here. Fuck
You know
Ridley.
what?
I'm gone.
I investigated the ship. I did my job. I was actually blown away learning that it was like a platforming, side-scrolling 2D game. Because again, this was my first view into this world. Honestly, same with Zelda. My first was watching my cousin play Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And then after that, what was the timing on Link's Awakening? That was one of my first Game Boy games. So maybe I just lied.
Link's Awakening was out before Ocarina, but I mean, you still might have played Ocarina
I had the
first.
deluxe one. It was like gold or something.
DX.
I think it was 10,
Oh,
so that must
I
have
had
been
the
99
DX.
or something.
Link's
that I was
Awakening
playing.
DX.
Oh, I had the there was a 3D DX or something like that.
3DS is a console. The game was called Link's Awakening DX. Is the
Right,
one
but
Trevor's
the
talking about.
handheld that was like the
There was the DS. There was the 3DS.
3DS, but there was
The
like a
GBA.
there was
The
like a
SP
larger
went like this. Oh,
There was like a larger DS.
3DS XL.
Game Gear.
The 3DS XL.
I think it was, yeah. That's why I played a handful of Nintendo games.
I do like the simpler. Like I don't know. It was like the 3DS but larger. Oh, XL.
Yeah.
Or it could be like Xbox. It was like 360, 1X, XS.
All right, you've got the Xbox, the Xbox
Fucking
360,
hell,
the Xbox
bro.
One, the Xbox X, which is also 10 if you wanted it that way.
Right.
And then there's the Slim.
The Slims, the X, the fucking
Yeah, dude.
XS, I think, and
That might be some of the most confusing. Ooh. Some of the most confusing nomenclature.
do you know is really confusing shit surprisingly because their consoles aren't Sony. If you look up any Sony headphone, earbud, which they have like the top of the line like noise canceling earbuds, top of the line noise canceling headphones, it's like
Oh yeah.
WX1000M XM4.
It's
And I'm
like- it's like
why?
TVs.
Why is that the name of your fucking product? They're the top of the line.
It's because they're
everyone
named-
loves them.
they're named by engineers.
They're well made, and that's how you label it.
Yeah.
And they just keep fucking labeling that every time. There's
Right.
like 5 versions now because they just keep making them better every time. They're like, yeah, just stick with the name. It's fine.
It's so weird.
And every like tech reviewer or like YouTuber are just like, this fucking name, the way they name their products.
It doesn't make it very consumer friendly because when you go to buy them, you're like, I don't know, it looked like this. Oh, these look like that.
Right.
But then there's one that's like the WXYZ Mach A and then Mark B, and you're like, well, I don't know, they look the same.
Yeah.
It's the same with TVs. There's something about TVs, headphones, and things like that where they just go, nah, keep it just a serial number of a name.
Yeah.
I'm just enamored by this world. Dude, these maps throw me back.
Yeah.
I bet if you go to the
a good
menu
map,
and you go to
too.
the options, will they show you a high-res GameCube or will it be a Switch now? You know what I'm talking about? In the I liked seeing the GameCube because, like, as a kid, I'm like, whoa, they know what I'm playing on.
There's a fair amount of controls too you can change on this game. It's not like customizable, but they have a lot of options.
Are they all like presets? But you have,
It's not even like it's more like you can swap this thing with this thing, or you can swap this button with that button. It's because some of the buttons slightly had to change because the GameCube controller and the Switch controller is obviously different. Now the Switch has more buttons, and they gave you the stick, which is great, so you can actually use a stick. But it was useful for like swapping stuff. I think it was for like swapping your gun and shit. And so now they had to like relegate some stuff to the D-pad. And
right.
There's like some extra buttons to hit sometimes because the stick is now out of
What did the
equation.
C-stick become? Did it just become the other joystick,
The
essentially?
C-stick essentially became nothing.
Because
They just did away with the C button.
Because the Z became both bumpers.
Z became, I mean, again, Z went away in replace of like left and right trigger.
Right.
Yes. I think they call them fucking ZL and ZR, which is stupid. But yes, they turned Z into ZL and ZR, right? So that's spread into two actual
I think they
triggers.
consulted Sony on these button names.
And I mean, probably, right? I mean, Sony was. They were supposed to be making a console together.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Sony,
the
Nintendo?
PlayStation was like Nintendo. Like Nintendo was like working with Sony, like partnered with Sony. And eventually they were like, fuck you.
Is that what
Never mind. We're
became-
gonna make our own. And then PlayStation was like, fuck. Or Sony was like, fuck it, we'll make this then.
So is that what the N64 was?
Yes.
It was kind of a joint thing until it
No,
wasn't?
no. I think no.
Sony's first console.
So PlayStation.
PlayStation is probably closer to what the joint was.
Got it.
I bet they weren't allowed to like. I'm sure Nintendo wasn't like keep the files, but like
Right.
all I know is I think PlayStation
Sony
started
went
like
to-
pushing towards that, and Nintendo was like, nah, we don't want this. We're gonna do something else.
Yes.
I was
And-
here
and,
so
and PlayStation
much.
just went, well, you know what? Fuck it, we'll make it without you.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Sony went to Nintendo. And was like, we want to make a console.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo's like a 200-year-old company. I don't know how old Sony is, but like, so it makes sense. I saw a photo like from decades ago of the original Nintendo office. So cool to think about like the history of that company and how much they've changed.
There's recently photos, and IGN threw this up on their social media. There's like photos that resurfaced. They're like lost photos of like the first Smash, like a Smash Brothers like promo event.
Oh,
They had
yeah.
like the characters like dressed up
I
in
saw
in
that.
costumes, and they had a giant ring, and they promoted Smash Bros.
Yeah, it was like somebody was Donkey Kong. There was a Mario.
Yeah.
That was so cool to see. They were like high res. It looked like it happened yesterday.
And I was like, we lost them? How do we find them? Someone
Right.
just went, what's this USB?
Open the box.
Whoa!
Yeah, and it was like a dozen photos too. It wasn't like, yeah. What was your guys' first console?
I mean, I grew up with a Nintendo and a Intellivision in the house.
When I was a kid, I wanted the N64 because that's what my cousin had, and my parents brought back a PlayStation, and I was like, oh man! But then I started playing Crash, my first video game. Game over, Nintendo.
My parents put me down a weird path. And it wasn't like,
Sports, dude, weird.
it wasn't like, oh, this was cheaper, because it was just as expensive. But I started off with the Sega Game Gear,
Oh yeah, I love that.
then Sega Saturn,
Okay,
then Sega Dreamcast.
so you were down the Sega lane.
They just stuck me down the Sega path. And I fucking hated Sonic. I played on the Game Gear. I was like, this fucking character in this game sucks.
Yo, I
and
love
then they just
that game.
stuck me on the fucking path of like Sega for some reason. But I was like, cool, because some games transferred over. Like the Dreamcast, that console was fucking awesome. Playing games like Power Stone, and I'd have like Resident Evil Veronica that like switched over.
What was that Dolphin game? I think-
Echo.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Echo, and then there was that little like orange guy with the two like antennas.
Oh fuck.
Again, I don't know these names because it was my cousin had all the good stuff. He was a few years older than me, so I'd come over there, and I would live out my wildest gaming dreams vicariously through him.
Dude, it's like Phantasy Star Online, then the I remember the memory cards had like a little screen on them.
Uh-huh.
NFL 2K, which I fucking loved, and I was like, "Fuck Madden, I'm playing NFL 2K, NBA 2K," and then they lost they either lost or just. Oh no, yeah, they lost the rights because Madden was like, "We're gonna pay for the complete rights to like NFL."
That makes sense.
And 2K was like, "Well, fuck."
I was recently thinking about that. I was like, why does 2K not make football games and it's only Madden? And okay, well there I
straight out
go.
like it was like we are going to buy the complete right for it.
Michael, you are
What's up?
2 weeks into my childhood playthrough.
I'm trying to make stuff happen.
I appreciate it.
It's
Like,
moving.
this is so cool to see so many. That's why I was thinking, like, I don't know, if people are saying 10 to 13 hours, like, we might get there. The snowy
Sony
drift.
is 76 years old. Whoa. Damn, to have a company that has been around for that fucking long.
Which one?
Sony?
Sony's been around a while. But again, Nintendo, somebody correct me. Nintendo's been around a minute, like 150 years.
Damn.
I do love that, though. You
Yeah,
know,
it was like 1890 something.
Well, I'm very used to American companies that, like, we started yesterday and now we're a monopoly.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, these Japanese companies are like staples, and it's definitely a cultural thing because I don't know if it's as much now, but my understanding is that at least historically a lot of companies were like family run, family owned, and it would be
Right.
passed down. The idea wasn't to like explode out. Obviously, you wanted to grow, but now, like, I guess maybe nowadays in a globalized economy, it's like, let's grow this company by merging everything.
Yep.
So that's why it's so fascinating to look at companies like Nintendo and Sony to see how they have such staying power and see how they've evolved, like from a trading card company to this.
Yeah.
1889. Thank you guys. 1889.
Nintendo's like 133 years old, someone was saying.
Yes, sir.
did it.
1889. God.
Exactly 100 years older than. Are you 89? We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah. 1989.
As Barbara's 89 as well.
I'm an 89 baby.
Michael with the memory. What year was that?
What?
I was the horse. You're the rabbit.
Yeah.
What's 89? What did we figure that was?
Missile launcher acquired. Let me look
Shit.
it up.
Snake. He's a fucking
was
snake.
Snake.
That's
Oh.
God,
right.
you
You're a
snake.
Yeah, you're a snake and Joe's a rat.
He is a rat. 96.
you're the snake.
Energy tank.
What's your horoscope there, little guy?
Oh.
'Cause it's your
He
Here
will
again.
betray everyone. That's what it is.
Oh no. It just says game over. It says sometimes
She
don't.
represents inspiration, vitality, and renaissance.
Hey, you could use some vitality.
I could.
You're getting your stretches on.
People
Working that back
born in
out.
the year of the snake are usually calm observers with excellent intuition, as serena snakes, and generally demonstrate intelligence. Nope. Wisdom. Nope. Creativity. I'll take that.
Yeah.
The bugs.
I read Year of the Horse. You like to stomp and jump over things. Like,
Stomp
wow.
and clomp.
This one's way more just one for one.
I do like the stomp.
I do stomp. I like to prancer size. How did you just... Okay, you got one.
Corey says they started making playing cards before video games. I'm assuming Nintendo.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did Sony start with? Electronics, I assume? TVs, maybe? Oh, wow. If it's 80
Probably like
years.
radios or like handheld, like.
I think they made the first flat screen 76 years ago.
You're right.
Those 1920s plasmas.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't powered, but they made the screen.
Hey,
Like,
would
now,
we-
if only we could turn it on.
If we can get some form of alternating current, this would really sing.
Dude, it's crazy. Like they talk about like TVs. Where so many like of the actual screens themselves, like the glass, comes from like LG,
Yep.
or it's like all these different.
And Samsung.
Yeah. Or it's I think Samsung or Sony uses LG screens.
The iPhone uses LG, Samsung, and maybe a third party. So like,
Yeah, they just went to multiple companies because
yep.
they're like, hey, we're gonna need a shit ton of it, so.
and if you lean on one
Right.
and something messes up, your whole product
Done.
is gooped.
Yep.
So much of this is coming back to me, like those swarms of beetles in the hallways.
Is that our ability?
It's your ball.
It's our morph ball.
Yeah.
So, I was catching up on some of the lore of this game because as a kid I scanned everything and I didn't have the brain to read it. And I was, and one of the interesting things about this game is that, because as a kid I'm like, oh, how convenient that you drop on a Talon 4 after going to this random spaceship, and all your abilities just happen to be there. But it turns out that the society that was here, that is now kind of extinct, foresaw you coming, almost like a
Chose them.
savior. Yes, yes.
They're
big
also
butt bug.
the people who raised you, unrelated to this.
Oh,
They're not solely from this planet.
Yeah.
They came to this planet and a bunch of them colonized, and they're
Got
like, well,
it.
we'll chill here.
Got
so
it.
there's like a race of them that was on this planet.
Yeah.
But like you already had the power armor suit, which is from them also.
Okay, so that makes a whole lot of sense.
But I'm guessing this still took place before they knew Samus, right? Like this still
Probably.
took place before the first Metroid, so it's still like way in the distant past.
Yeah.
But those are also the people who like basically found her and raised her, I guess, or to some level. I'm not exactly sure that background.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they were like, we'll raise you.
No,
so much
apparently
as it was
there's-
just like,
Apparently there's
Hey.
some like, it's not like specifically about her, but it's like the idea of the savior, right? Like,
right.
Dang.
Someone
Popped his
will be
asshole.
coming.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta pop an asshole.
Finger pop.
Wait, let's make sure before we grab it. Do we want it?
I don't know, dude.
It could be a trap.
Fredo, what do you think? Is it gonna hurt his bones? I keep saying
it
his
will.
off the Seamus joke. I gotta let go of that.
Got him.
Is it gonna hurt her bones?
Oh, dang! Ah!
Nah, she's fine.
No, this one doesn't have the bone benders. That comes after.
Morph ball.
My kids call this roly-poly.
Toddler
That's a
age,
roller
wow.
coaster. Look at that.
Oh, so Ridley's involved with the reason why she was orphaned, huh?
Samus was raised by Chozo from like toddler age after Ridley killed and ate her parents. Oh.
Wild.
Just so y'all know, they don't have to scan everything to get 100% completion. Oh.
No, you don't have to scan the research data. But there's still nice little lore,
Yeah, oh,
like,
for sure.
everywhere. Some of it is worthless, but some of it's pretty cool.
Oh, Daniel, I remember Lost Planet. I remember that fucking game. It was like
Real
a third.
cold.
Yeah, it was real cold. Third person, run around, shoot big.
Freeze, and you had to keep getting warm.
Yeah, go around shooting big alien monster bug type things.
I remember late nights, because when you pulled up the menu, I saw the save spot. And it reminds me, that's how games used to be. Come up for dinner, go to bed, you know, whatever. You're like, Mom, I gotta save. Okay, then save it. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Save the game.
Give me 30 minutes and I'll go to the
Fucking
save spot.
around.
Kids these days with their cloud saves and their pause and save
bullshit.
anywhere. It's absolute.
Stop saving the
honky.
game.
Back in our day, we had to buy a memory card.
Stop saving.
I want to go backwards. Lower the graphics.
It didn't come with the console. And if you had one of those fancy HDMIs, then you had to buy that too because it came with S-Video,
I got my component cable.
component cables. I did have 2 Christmases. I said this a long time ago.
Where it was just cables for
where
gifts.
I had an S-Video TV, which is better than component, but my fucking parents kept buying the console without the cable. So I would open the console Christmas Day, well actually Christmas Eve, because they would just let me open at night. I go, cool! And then
Where's the
open
cable?
It has component cables, can't plug it into my fucking TV, so Christmas Eve in the middle of the night and Christmas Day, since none of the stores were open, I would just read the box over and over and over again.
Nice.
Going, once that fucking Toys R Us opens, I'm gonna get an S-Video cable, and then I'm gonna get to play the games.
That's like the
Twice.
trip
That
back
had to
from
be
the game,
twice.
from like GameStop or whatever. You're reading the game, going, "I can't wait to play this in 30
Yeah,
minutes."
yeah.
That's you all day.
That was
I can't wait.
Dude,
wanna read this
I looked
box.
at the box. I looked at the manual for the console. I kept reading. I was like, ooh, NFL, cool. Ooh, this game, awesome. And I just kept reading it over and over again because I had nothing else to do but stare at the fucking box.
We're back. Side-scrolling.
Yup. Is SVDU better than component or composite?
Was it composite?
Composite is the red, white, yellow.
Yes,
Component
composite.
is the green,
It's
blue, red.
the, like the
Okay.
6.
Because I was like,
Oh, it might be better than Green Red too.
component was 480p, I believe.
Component could go 1080i. If I'm not getting them mixed up, component and composite. You got me. I'm turned around now.
I forgot what S-Video did. But I
don't
just knew
even
it was
remember
better
that
than
one.
straight up component.
Because yeah, the red, white, and yellow.
That's composite cables.
Got it. And then component was those dropping yellow,
Well,
adding blue, green,
because
and purple.
right, because you're getting 3 cables for video
Yes.
essentially.
Yes.
The other one was just yellow. That's
Yes.
it. And then red and white were audio.
Left
Yeah,
and right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
What's
I had
this video?
I had a component TV for the Xbox 360, and it's the only reason I could read the fucking text in Dead Rising, because it was so small, and like HD TVs were not standard in like 2005. Oh, here we go. So what do you got going on here?
S-Video was like a single...
Just a single plug-in?
It was
Like
a
early HDMI?
single cable. Yeah.
Oh.
And my TV
Looks like
had
a keyboard, an old school
It
keyboard
does.
plug-in. I've never seen those in my whole existence.
Oh, I had a TV that had it.
I mean,
it
you
was
probably had the
slightly
fancy stuff.
It was slightly better, but it just wasn't widely adapted.
Oh, so it's like 8 tracks versus eventual CDs.
Yeah, because again, my parents went down a weird fucking path with everything.
I mean, a lot of people
It's
did.
like
You
I
never
had,
know what's going to come out the other side.
That's true. I had HD DVD. Like they just stacked up on that, and I was like, oh, the Blu-ray it's kind of taken off.
Now,
Blu-ray? I don't
You
like
remember
it.
that? When
I'm
Xbox
sticking to
was like,
VHS.
Xbox was like HD DVD, and you get the HD DVD player, and then Sony was like Blu-ray,
Yeah.
and then here we are, Blu-ray.
Blu-ray did take a minute to compete. I think it was just so costly and so specific to one brand.
Is it true that whatever type, whatever media platform porn adopts is essentially what
I
becomes?
think that was not true, but I could be wrong. I think that's just the thing people say.
Like, oh, porn's gone 4K. Gotta get those TVs matched.
I mean
More-
that was like the common thing said about VHS and beta. Is that like,
Yeah.
well, porn went VHS and that's why it was more popular.
Yeah.
But that's also a
Porn
thing
went
that
Blu-ray,
I
so-
think was like like an old wives' tale or something. But I'm
Yeah.
not sure. You could probably Snopes it.
Ooh, I love me a good snow.
In 2023, there's probably no point in wondering. Probably just Snopes it. Because I've definitely heard that, but then I've also heard like, oh, that's not true.
Oh,
That's-
RCA coax. Okay, that's like plugging into the wall for cable. So that's the
Coaxial,
one
yeah.
with the needle on
Oh,
it.
yeah, RCA.
RCA is RCA
S-Video
the same as
component.
what was it? Composite you said, Michael? For the 3?
I don't fucking remember what the hell RCA is.
I thought RCA was red, white, and yellow.
Maybe that's also.
Oh
Then S video, then component, then
H.
HDMI. So
I
the,
think-
so the C must be composite in whatever that stands for. Bro, I don't know. I just said, give me those 3 cables and those little doodads.
Maybe that's why I just called
I
it
think one of my
composite
TVs
cable.
just had only
Maybe
white
that's
and
RCA.
yellow, or only red and yellow. This is just a mono TV, and I never knew which one to dangle out.
All these cable talks is like taking me back.
Okay, I'm not going this way. I'm getting burned
Yeah,
up.
this is-
I'm getting burned up.
It's the perfect game for it. Nintendo Power, you know, I had the ones when Wind Waker was coming out. If you lined up all the spines, you'd see Link.
Yeah, that was pretty cool when they did that.
Oh, what the fuck?
Ooh, don't got the suit yet. The sizzle suit.
No, but I mean, just a sizzle.
Just
is
a
fine.
tiny
I mean,
one.
Just a tiny little sizz is fine.
Just a nip at the heels.
No.
Chat, there's got to be a podcast out there where, because I've seen video
want
series where people use like cutscenes and explain lore of games like movies. Oh, I forgot about this. What do you recommend a good game lore podcast? Because I feel like sometimes I'm working out, driving long distance, I just want to like relive the plot in a podcast. Plotcast, you know what I mean?
Oh, they could jump.
And if that doesn't exist, I'm gonna pocket that idea.
Oh.
Plotcast.
Plotcast.
That's going to sound like a podcast about ass and titties, though. You call it Plotcast.
And then I have a bio break podcast called Plopcast.
Bio break. Can you lock onto this guy?
So if you ever have like 10 minutes and you want to just have a little chat while you take a plop. Hey, how you doing? Is it coming? Things coming along nicely?
you just talk him through it while he does
Yeah,
it?
pretty much.
You know,
It's like a shit coat.
you know when you're
fucked up.
gripping the walls and your IBS is just piling up.
Don't know.
I had that this morning, man. There's something about leg day that really kicks my IBS into high gear. And I'm just like,
Wait, Freddie Wong has something called Dungeons and Daddies.
oh. Braylon's got an immediate reaction.
So good.
Good?
It is so good.
Is there a visual component or is it all audio?
All audio.
Love that.
It's just a D&D podcast.
Yeah, it is called Dungeons and Daddies. This is not a BDSM podcast. However, it is a D&D podcast loosely.
It's a D&D podcast loosely. Braylon says it's not a BDSM podcast
But when you say that,
necessarily.
it sounds like
Right,
it is.
like-
right,
It
you
is.
brought it up.
Like if you
Like it
say
is.
it's not this, it sounds like that right away. That's the only issue.
So I imagine there's a light seasoning of BDSM.
Dungeons and
It's just not the
Daddies.
focus.
I highly recommend it.
Highly recommended. Okay. I haven't seen Freddie in quite some time, but I've been quoting him the other day. Who do you think you are, blueberries? And he rips open his face and he's a blueberry pie.
He was at the Kind of Funny studio review.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was the night that we were doing like it was like what 24-hour stream reveal.
Uh-huh.
So I flew down to SF for that. He texted Greg and he was like, "Yo, I'm in town. You guys doing anything tonight?" And Craig was like, "Well."
a small function. That's awesome. I've seen his brother Jimmy in a few things.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, the luminescent cylinders are only functioning at 80%.
That's not.
I don't know if that's a
I
problem.
mean, that's
but...
a passing grade.
Doesn't seem like enough percent for me.
Okay. Well, I'm just the guy to let you know. I'm not the guy to fix it. So.
Typical electrician. Wait, that's the opposite. The writer for that is Anthony Birch, who also wrote God of War Ragnarok. Fantastic.
Oh shit.
I'll throw it up for you.
Look at this, see? Jen and Pete know. I can never tell who's operating the Pigeon Studios name. Usually Jen, but they're like, I love Plopcast already.
Great.
They want a TikTok highlights 1 minute roundup of the plop. Here's your plop and review.
Yeah, plop in review.
Yeah, so after a year of listening, it's like Spotify review. You know, we recap your plops,
Oh
how
my
many
God.
plop hours, plops per minute.
Pops per minute?
Yeah, well, we
Plop
break it down.
firmness.
It's a very analytical podcast.
Plop color.
I'd imagine that'd be a low percentage.
It's a
plops per
consistency. Well,
The
you know,
bees?
we'll
minute. Remember
normalize
this, Trevor?
it. No. I remember in waves.
That's just a machine.
Yes.
Honestly, I remember it better when you're in scan mode, because I lived in that mode. Obsessed over scanning everything.
I could see young Trevor being obsessed about scanning it.
Well, there's a reason why I gravitated towards Achievement Hunter. I was a completionist even in my early days when there weren't achievements. I was like, I gotta know it all for my Plopcast.
You've been planning it for that long?
Oh yeah, this was just my moment to shine.
Okay.
Oh my god. He's doing it. This is the farthest Michael's ever gotten in the game.
Yeah.
Young Michael did not complete this fight.
You can tell. You can tell. This is where I choke.
He's shooting at the hard spots.
Ooh, see, there you go. It's bringing
Yeah,
back memories.
that
No!
confirms. It confirms it.
PTSD setting in. He remembers how he's failed so many times.
Some rockin' drums. That's an interesting question. Somebody asked if they added amiibo support.
I don't think so.
That'd be really wild if you like scanned your Samus
Yeah.
amiibo on it and what would happen.
Yeah, because they had shit in Dread.
Oh, really? Oh, I guess that would make sense. It's a newer game.
What's that? It's your ball bomb.
You become an even smaller ball.
Oh my god!
This time it hurts.
You're tearing me apart!
It's like the Transformer sound, but bone snapping. So instead of choo 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 choo, it's
More ball bomb acquired.
Did somebody say play of the game? Pog game? Oh, Pogs, the little
Talking about
cardboard
Pogs?
things.
Yeah, and I had
I-
so many plastic tubes.
I'll be real. Bombing opening that little that hole you just did. That took me a while to figure out. I was well read. Not very street smart though.
So you telling me I threw into a ball and then set this bomb here?
I scanned everything, read it vaguely, and then yeah. See, like this. Whew! I'll tell you, that took a minute. I was like, yeah, I just got this new bomb thing. That's great. How do I do this?
I got a bomb, not a jump. This is outrageous.
Exactly. You knew. See, I would try to jump and transform. That didn't work. Yeah. I was 11, okay? Meanwhile, there's like professional 11-year-old gamers just
Young
acing siege
prodigies.
crews and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not this guy.
Time to put some balls in some holes.
Yeah, look at this.
Did you just bomb a hole? Oh, the water. Look at that.
Well, Matthew, where were you in 2002? They were like, you can jump in the ball form.
Oh, what, you can?
When you get ball jump.
So, Trevor, how'd you find... You had two ways of doing
Well, I'm
it.
saying I don't think ball jump's in this game.
Oh.
Ball jump is in some Metroids, but it's also a move.
Try hitting X. I want to test out. I want to
X
test
is
out the
gonna do it because
theory.
bees jump.
Just back a little bit.
Hang on.
That's what they said. That's all
What
I
the
know.
hell they're talking about. Hang on. Or they
There you
definitely
go.
do.
You gotta stretch my legs.
That table is structurally integral.
It kept me like this the whole time.
Yeah. And you are the last person that needs to sit like Samus in a ball.
Oh, next Wednesday is where I go to a spine and scoliosis doctor. Not that I have scoliosis, I just have spine issues.
Right, but there's
Trevor,
others.
I'm pressing X.
Hey,
Pressing Y. Press Y.
listen.
Pressing
Somebody
B.
confirmed. Oh, it's an
I'm
upgrade.
pressing
It's an
A.
upgrade. There you
Right.
go.
It's
So
an
it is
upgrade.
the bomb.
I'm pretty sure in another game.
Yeah. But listen.
Could be in this game,
It
but
was
if it
even-
is, it's way late.
Yeah.
You definitely need the ball jump though, the grenade jump at that
Ball
part.
jump it.
Listen. It was way more satisfying when I figured it out,
bomb
though. I was
jump.
like, I did it myself!
Oh, I bet.
See, that's the thing. When you grow up on video games but watching them, that's what gave me a false confidence. I'm like, I can take on any game. I can't tell you how many times, Fredo, I rented for PlayStation Rainbow Six. What was it? Vegas?
Oh.
Not Vegas. Was it Vegas? Rainbow
There's-
Six.
Oh, was it?
Or Black Arrow.
Oh God.
Vegas is a game.
Vegas was
2
way
is
later,
another
though.
game.
Rainbow
hold
Six
on.
Vegas and then Vegas 2. Vegas I professionally played.
Rainbow Six.
That was my first professional.
I might be mixing up recent games with old ones.
That was my first game I played professionally. It was Rainbow Six Vegas.
Anyway, whatever.
Kill
I'll look it
House,
up.
Casino. Running them GB ladders.
Oh yeah.
But when I rented that game,
Good
tried to
boy
play through the
ladders.
campaign, it was Rainbow Six Vegas.
Okay, that tickled me.
I had to rent that game like 3 times just to progress through like half the game.
It didn't even
'Cause there
really
was-
have like a game. It was more just like T-hunt in like various maps.
Yeah, it was like stealth through this like it was like a little village or a little town
Oh.
of like wooden buildings, and it would never give you waypoints because it was the 90s, and
Yeah.
and I would just go.
You
I
just
did this part.
went.
I just want to go to the next area.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't find it, so I would spend all weekend, return it, get it again to the next weekend, and try to find it.
The game I rented the most was Star Fox.
Ooh.
I rented Star Fox. Probably I could have bought it twice, but it was cheaper to just rent it, and I just kept renting over and over.
Oh
again.
yeah, I
Wow.
had no
Wow.
concept of
Ow.
money as a kid. I would go, I like that game. Let's rent it.
Knocked around by some
Right.
mushrooms.
And my mom would be
Exactly.
like, "We can buy this, honey." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you rent games, don't
But
you?"
you rent it, and then I get another, rent it again.
I played
Right.
Minority Report
I
so
can rent
much.
another game.
I can pay again and again. It's better this way.
Why pay once when you can pay
It's
1,000?
better.
I was always like, well, I could return it and then rent another game, and then you end up renting the same fucking game because you just wanted to play
Hold
the game
on.
again or finish it.
I'm gonna look it up because it was '96, Rainbow Six Vegas. They're telling me it wasn't on PlayStation. I'm like, well, it was on something I owned. Maybe it was older than that one then.
Looks suspicious.
How the fuck?
Lots of that shit.
Yeah, Vegas was the first game
Maybe it
I
was
played
PS2.
professionally. My first like introduction to competitive, like I gravitated towards shooters because my cousin, my uncles, they would get together with their friends and they would play.
You were
Xbox.
right. It was
And
Lone Wolf. Did you mention that one?
No, I mentioned Black Arrow. Lone Wolf was that one I did.
It was
not
either
play.
Lone Wolf or it was the original Rainbow Six.
I remember that cover though. But like they would play on their Xbox and they play Halo, and I grabbed it, picked it up, and I just started like really getting the hang of it. Then I got to the point where like I beat them, and then I'm like, oh, I like the games with the guns and like you're in first person. I like that. That's fun. And then I picked up Counter-Strike on the Xbox because I didn't have a PC. Fucking loved how hyper realistic that was. And then when I was just playing in servers, because I was like the 7th ranked person, because that's when like they had leaderboards. I was like 7th ranked person, and I was in a lobby randomly once, and someone was like, "Hey man, would you want to join?" Like back then they were called clans. You'd have clans. Like, hey, would you want to join a clan? I'm like, what's that? And it was like, oh, we get together and we like strategize. We play against other like clans, and I was like, that sounds cool. And then that was my introduction, where I was like, whoa. So, like, you put someone here and someone there to watch these areas, like, as a team.
Your brain
It
fired
just,
on.
It just started firing up when I was like, oh my God, like, everyone working together, as opposed to everyone spawn in and just run.
Just go.
And just,
Yeah.
like, just shoot.
The strategy of it,
And
yeah.
then playing against people who are also strategizing heavily. I was like, oh, I love this.
Yeah.
And I almost, like, destroyed my friendship with Tim.
Oh.
Because it was
Still time.
There is
Yeah,
still time.
plenty.
Well, because it was a whole year, and back then it was like a year's a long time. We were like, dude, let's go hang out. I just got Prince of Persia or whatever it was, and I'd be like, nah, man, I got matches, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you
So-
can destroy them now.
So what brought
With
you
the charge gun, yeah.
into the PC territory? Was it a person or a game or a little bit of both?
It was
Porn.
Yeah, porn did it.
That's actually why PC took off.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, it's fact.
Ooh. No, for me, PC was the fact that like I saw the different updates, like not like Counter-Strike on the Xbox surprisingly was not updated ever. And then I was like, oh, Counter-Strike is originally on the PC. There's all these updates, there's all these new maps, there's changes, whatnot. That's pretty cool. And so I bought the orange box with my grandma's credit card without telling her.
Nice.
On the family's e-machine.
Classic.
And she was like, I don't know what this charge is. I was like, I don't know, Grandma. No idea.
Must have been a hacker.
Yeah. And not knowing anything about PCs, and obviously it didn't run. Tried making it work. There was no graphics card. It was integrated. It wasn't going to work. And eventually I did get a gaming PC because I was like, I want a gaming PC. And I played Return to Castle Wolfenstein. And that was my first
Can you
PC game.
double bomb to get up there, or is that a
No.
a one-way path?
That's a track.
Yeah.
I gotta get an ability.
Oh.
You magnetize the ball to it.
We beat through the door then. We can just keep going.
So what Gmod do about that?
Go back.
Well, I still had the orange box, so I don't think
Excellent.
she returned it. And yeah, and I played Castle Wolfenstein, and that was my first like PC game.
I think my first PC game, again, it was like a broad strokes of familial exposure to games. Was my uncle had Doom on his
that's
machine.
a good start.
Yeah, dude.
That's a good
and I would
fucking
come over
start.
and he'd be like, "Hey, let me don't tell your mom. Let me show you this game." And now it's so silly, right?
Right.
But like,
But back
I was
then,
the,
you're young,
I was
it's
the
like
first
demons
kid.
and
Yes,
shooting
exactly. I was the first kid. My mom was
What
definitely
is
more
this
protective.
game made by Satan?
right. Right. It was like the Hellfire group, right?
I mean, it's
from
pretty
Stranger
against
Things.
Right.
Satan, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's
like,
it
Right.
is.
You're
Satan's
blowing the
there.
demons up.
Yeah, you're not blowing them. You're blowing them up.
Blowing them.
I'm blowing
up.
them.
Mom, I'm blowing them up. Why'd you say that last word so quiet? Yeah, so I, you know, and then there was one time I'd come over and I'd be like, "All right, let's bust out that Doom." He's like,
Yep.
"Your mother found out." I was like, "What are you talking about? How'd my mother find out?" I can't let you play it because it was my mom's brother.
Mother found
So
out
she's
that
like,
you were
"What
playing
the hell is it?"
You'll play the evil game.
Trevor, I'm caught.
I'm
What
Trevor
Trevor's
and
uncle
I'm
sounds
caught.
like, yeah.
I was just like, just don't tell her.
I'm your uncle and I'm caught. We can't play it no more.
We can't
We
do it.
can't do
How
it.
the fuck do you know to scan that?
I don't. I'm just.
He's been here
I'm
before.
just scanning, bro.
Oh wait, you're right. How did he know? He never made it past the fire.
Right.
What a puzzle!
I just like
You learn and adapt.
I didn't know I could jump in
learn
this
and
game.
adapt.
What? No way.
Overcome, adapt. Man, but that game was wild. Just like how fast paced and like it moved so unique.
Mm-hmm. I never played it until I was much older.
Mm-hmm.
But yep.
And then came GTA in my life, where all I wanted to do was get in a car and drive around. Because there was something
Oh.
about, like, as a kid, you're just like driving is such a cool idea.
It was. I just want to get in the car and bang hookers.
Well, that I didn't know that you could do that.
GTA or
Yeah. Well,
She popped GTA in and then pay. Like, why'd you need to load that up? Shh. It's my process. It's called foreplay.
I love the TikToks.
stop.
Oh.
Botch job.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Man, you're getting swindled now.
Uh-oh.
Getting swindled and bindled.
Not bindled.
At least then I can now suck health from afar.
But then mom found out I was playing GTA 3 at the
Oh
cousin's
no!
place, and I'm like,
I think your uncle's telling her.
no, he's a different uncle.
I'm just
Different.
saying.
I
different.
work for your mom now,
This was on my
Trevor.
dad's
Yeah.
side. This is my dad's side.
She's
Got a-
gotta know.
Trevor's got a
I
couple
was like,
of
"Where's
narcs
listen,
in the family.
My uncle's a narc. Listen, the inside, it was coming. The call was coming from inside the house. The uncle was the brother. Okay, that all makes sense. But my cousin, how you finding out? I helped you sneak in Jay and Silent Bob on DVD. What are you telling my mom's about?
On the TV.
I remember stealthing
It all
around the
comes
back
crashing
because
down.
he bought the DVD and like I can't let mom know. Hit my aunt. And I just casually walked around the back. He's like, no, duck down. She'll see you. I'm like, what are you talking about? No one's looking out the windows. She's sitting there reading a magazine or something.
Dude, or when you're trying to play like GTA and
Gotta find the
you're
rooms.
trying to get past the loading screen so your parents don't see, because the loading screen would have like women on it,
right.
being like, I mean, it was nothing too crazy, but like
mean,
you're,
like bikinis or
but like in
But you're a kid,
bikinis
right.
or like sucking on a lollipop,
got
and
Lindsay
you're just
Lohan
you're
on
just
there.
sitting there,
Yeah, it looks just like her.
and you have like the
You're just
like,
a kid. It's GTA 5. You're just a kid.
You just have like the mobs, gangsters and mobsters on the loading screen. You'd be like, cool, and all of a sudden like it shows like a woman in a bikini. You'd be like, fucking come on, hurry
The
up,
guns are
hurry
fine,
up,
but what is the woman doing
fucking
here?
hurry up,
Right.
Yeah.
hurry up. Fuck.
No female body. I's got to tell your mother again.
Here's I go telling your ma. Oh, it's just coming out. He played the game.
Fucking last one. The fourth one in here somewhere. Probably on this fucking
Nope.
tree.
Was that it?
No,
Or
I
you already
keep
got
checking
that
it.
one. Scan complete.
Yeah.
It said rune activated.
Yeah, no, it already was.
Got it.
It's
That's
probably
confusing.
on this tree somewhere. I'm climbing it.
Wait until mom finds out what I do for a living. She'll be in the
Oh,
comments
shit.
section going, "What is he playing?
My son
Who
is
allowed
build
it?
spaceships.
He told me he worked at NASA." She calls it
I
NASA.
never had the heart to tell her.
Oh, there you go.
I don't true.
Was that one completed?
It will go. There it is.
Oh, I thought you only had two.
No, I had tree at that point.
Do, 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 do.
The tree was a clue.
Big time.
Do, 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 do. Big time, big time.
Who's Point Crow?
Point Crow.
I don't know. Somebody asked if I relates to them.
Yeah, if
Oh, their
the
collegiate background. Got it.
if the YouTube thumbnail shows man, just refresh.
Shows, huh?
Some people, YouTube sometimes it'll show like an older thumbnail.
Oh yeah, because
People haven't like refreshed in a while. or
technically,
started the page up, or
it uses so like it's kind of weird where it like uses the same video slot because like YouTube is like a video website, but this video is a stream, so you're just kind of pushing the old stream out of the way for the new one. It get confused a little bit. It's only a multi-billion-dollar company.
right.
They'll never be able to fix it. The CEO just left,
That's true. CEO just left, right?
but she's gonna be an advisor.
Oh.
She'll come back, just like Bob Iger and Disney. They always come back.
Yeah, they'll leave because they're burnt out, but then things will go to shit, or they'll see their numbers drop a couple points, and they're like, can you come back? Like,
Right.
Hey, we made it to the plant guy.
I'm curious though. I think I don't know much about honestly. I know about YouTube. I don't know about her specifically, like what she's led or changed. But I don't know. I'd be interested for a new set of eyes on the platform. There's been, I don't know. I could use some more transparency in a few regards, rather than stealth dropping rule changes that get things demonetized overnight when people rely on that for their jobs. Things like that.
yeah.
I get being kind of cagey about the algorithm because you don't want people gamifying,
Right.
but
Yeah.
easiest boss in the West.
We're done.
Wait, that's it?
See?
Wait a minute. The
Wait,
solar
what are you,
panels.
Joe?
No!
Phase 2!
Da-na-na-na.
Flagra.
It's got kind of like a,
Oh, yeah.
what are they called? Sculptulas?
Sculptulas.
Sculptulas.
Yes.
The face
Stop
kind of
hitting
looks
me.
like that.
Just need to get your scan on.
Flagara.
Scan it. Oh, it's swiping like crazy.
No spoilers, but did you see Ryan Bergara and Ant-Man?
I did.
As soon as I saw that, it was literally the Leo DiCaprio meme where he goes, "Oh!"
You go,
Yeah, exactly. That was so cool. I think it was him and his wife.
oh, really? That's even cooler if it was his wife. Yeah.
It was so brief. It was such a
It was
like
very
flash
brief, but it was
shot.
awesome.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to like process both individuals, but I think it was.
Wait, phase 3?
Hold on a second. That's not fair. Can you make it look a little harder for
For little Trevor?
me?
Little Trevor. Are you faster as a ball?
I think so.
You're more nimble for sure.
I think you are a little bit faster.
Where Joe's been? Ooh, he's doing, I'll tease something for him. He's doing a little voice roll right now. Something,
Wow.
a little one-off coming. Fredo,
Right
question? Phase 4.
Why is there 4 phases?
Well, there's 4 sun dishes.
Joe's hanging. I mean, a couple more Majin Joes in the can.
Yeah, you guys, we talked
we talked
about
about
it on off topic.
Yeah.
Filmed a couple more. Trevor and I laughing at the side because
Dude.
it's just a goddamn mess.
I can't look away.
That man's a mess.
I don't even know
can't
Dark
look
Souls. I just
away.
like to poke my little head in and see what's going on. The Michael Joe dynamic is something to be witnessed.
Could have been a little closer, but all right. Fifth phase.
No.
The phase of giants.
No.
The typical Act 3 of Power Rangers. We've
This
beaten them.
this giant plant monster reminds me of something stupid that I want to do. I've been thinking about it.
You want to learn how to do photosynthesis?
Well, no.
Oh, the plant's pissing.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
pissing the nutrients back into the water by poison.
Oh.
What was,
That's a clean
what-
piss.
what was the name? M. Night Shyamalan's movie.
Knock at the cabin?
No, about
Village.
the fucking plants, the plant stuff.
Oh,
Happening.
happening, yeah.
I remember it's just so bad. It's widely known as being terrible. I remember nothing about it.
Really?
I kind of feel like just watching it.
You should.
It's not only just
Just to
bad,
remember
but
how
also
fucking
like
bad, just to
like,
relive how bad it is and like
the
weird.
acting's bad. It's a bad movie all around.
Is
Right.
that Wahlberg?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Wahlberg.
I'll tell you one scene that might trigger a latent memory is, and I'll just go ahead and say this. Gruesome, given everything else we've discussed. We're going to go gruesome for a second. Someone, like, gets out front of their, like, one of those
Shoulder
industrial-sized...
acquired.
Oh, nice. Oh. Industrial-sized lawnmowers, you know? Like,
Yeah.
like one of those tractor ones. Just lays down and lets it come.
Oh my god.
Because that's, like, the plants put the stuff in the air. Is what
Yeah, and the
idea is.
plants really hate the lawnmower.
I feel like
You get mowed, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
the only thing
you
I
can trim it
remember,
us.
Mark Wahlberg's in it, and whenever like a breeze would come, everyone would freak out. Run! It's a fucking
The plant
breeze.
pheromones are on the way.
Yeah.
The spores.
Oh god, underwater?
Yeah.
Is there like underwater shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
Everyone's
Christ.
favorite underwater level.
Why?
Samus.
Why did game devs just like okay, throw some underwater stuff in there?
It's called artificial lengthening.
They call me Mr. Glass.
Ooh,
Immune.
like a Pokemon. Pulse bombus. Flies. Poops. Add that to the plotcast.
Added. Ah!
Oh no! Dude, Last of Us on PC
What's that?
in March.
You sure about that?
Yeah, sure. Last of Us coming to PC in March.
Have you
The show?
played that game?
I played it when it came out,
Got it.
so I'm ready
How about
to
part
relive
two?
it. Part 2 I actually never played,
Really?
so
I haven't played the whole thing. I'm gonna finish this show, finish the season, and then consider myself the first part game. I don't know if I want to play part 2. I don't know if I want to watch it or play it first, but might not be able to contain myself.
Well, you gotta play it.
Finished Ragnarok. I was trying to 100% it, then I gave up on it because I had Shadow of War. I'm like 95%, but I have Shadow of War just sitting there staring me in the eyes.
Oh, going back to that, huh?
I played Shadow of Mordor. I played Shadow of Mordor
Lord
and
of the
then
Rings?
God of War
Lord
and
of
then
the
God of War
Rings.
Ragnarok, and now I'm bookending it. What's happening?
I gobbed on your pants.
It looked like
Oh,
a huge
no.
gob.
That's why I said
Don't
it.
look at it.
Look at the streak of that
Yeah,
gob,
don't
bro.
look at it.
Yeah,
Here,
you know
look,
what?
Big
Let's rinse it
gob
off and
streak.
We'll clean this
another
up.
big gob.
We'll clean this up.
with some saliva
Real
water.
pit crew action.
No!
Okay, hang on.
Oh god, it made it darker.
It beads.
It all beads except for the gob.
Perfect. You got some like, tissue paper.
You pushed it through.
things
Oh,
in
you got
there.
tissue paper on me!
Don't worry, you used them.
Oh, it looks so bad!
It got so much worse.
Why'd you
It's like-
use? It is the clump of trash tissue!
I mean, it's from you though.
It's got spam grease in it.
It's you like spam.
Do you remember
Look,
the
it's
movie-
It's all cleaned up now.
You remember the movie
It's
Mr.
still
Bean?
there.
When
It's so there.
Mr. Bean
Now-
like spits or something on the
No.
painting and he wipes it and he erases the face and so he sketches that like goofy
Yeah.
face on it to fix it. That's what that is. That's
Yeah.
the goofy
Oh,
face.
it's so bad!
It's it looks fine now. It's all blended. You can't tell.
I can't honestly can't tell.
Trevor can't tell,
Man, you
and
could
neither
use-
can you.
Yeah, you can't tell,
Just
dude.
paper towels. You have to use the tissue paper.
Frey,
Where
let
are
me,
the paper
let me just say
towels?
this: if I can't
Over
tell,
there?
you can't tell, and we're both 6'2".
Yep, that's
Oh,
true.
That's
That
how you know
tracks.
you could tell.
Yeah, we share eyes and height.
We share suit measurements.
Sorry about the sudden onset color blindness as well that you now have to share.
Oh no!
That's true. We both share a suit measurement. And it was
Oh, no,
totally
but
weird.
does that
he
mean-
tried to say we were 6'3", and I said, "Listen, I'm not going to round up.
Whoa,
We
whoa,
don't
buddy.
round up. We tell the truth."
Whoa,
Whoa, buddy. Step back.
Trevor, does that mean that your discs are in trouble?
No, we don't share a back, thankfully.
Really?
Yeah, he
how
decided. You
does it
know,
work
Fredo's a
like
good
that?
guy.
How's
He
it-
said, "I'll take it. I'll take it."
I'll take both the bulging disc and the torn nerve.
Oh man.
Next Wednesday.
I thought you were going to say something about your neck, and I was like, "Please,
No.
not another vertebrae."
Next. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, no. I was like, we were back in this room, and then boom.
I know. I was like, I'll be back there.
Next Wednesday, go to spine and scoliosis doctor to take a look at my MRI and
Oh,
X-rays, and then schedule that
The
big
juice?
fat needle that's gonna inject steroids right into the nerve.
Dude,
That's gonna fucking.
I'm both
suck.
excited and very nervous for you.
Why's it gonna suck? It's gonna be great.
Get your spine
Just,
shot
just
up.
yeah, come on.
Yeah, shot up to
fucking-
health.
Big ass needle right into my fucking spine.
I got a spinal
I
tap.
don't know. I think
Oh.
Michael's turned me around. I think our shared spine of yours needs to be.
I
I'm
got
excited.
a spinal tap.
Ah.
It's just shoving the needle
Have you?
in you. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should get one just to feel it now. I'm feeling like a little
Just
FOMO.
to feel something.
Oh my god. Do you gotta get that bomb one?
Oh man, what a puzzle!
See
what
how
a
we've
puzzle,
learned.
What a puzzle!
Got him.
You can't jump that high,
Damn.
silly.
Game over.
Not yet. Can't
Final
jump over,
boss.
Can't jump over that branch. It's got leaves on it.
Super tight FOV on this game.
I saw somebody online or whatever just perusing Reddit while I was taking the twos, as you do, and he's like, "I had the brilliant idea of getting carpal tunnel surgery in both wrists at the same time."
Oh,
And he showed like the bandage across the wrist and like the 3 dots that they mark. I'm like, I don't even know what that entails. I had a friend of mine get like flat foot surgery, which is not really the same thing, but it's similar mechanically.
did they like arc the bones in your foot?
They they kind of like rudimentary explanation. They pull and tighten the arch, the muscle, so it arches and it comes up here, and so you end up. And I think he did it though not both at the same time. He did one at a time, so he was on crutches all year, like all of 8th grade. At the first school we ever had that had 2 floors, and no elevator. I hope it had an elevator, but I don't know if it did. I never saw it. Must have been for staff only.
Crap. I think I actually have to go back.
Yeah, did they do a local anesthetic for? I don't know if like.
I
that works.
asked my physical therapist, and he said that most likely they will.
Unless they don't like you.
That true.
Don't be rude to
Then
the
they can make you
receptionist.
suffer.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed the spine a few times.
A kidney. Said recovery is not bad. So it's gonna be 2 days. It's gonna feel just like really sore.
Feel like you're gonna need a couple treats during that time.
The thing that fucking sucks.
Recovery treats.
Yeah, little small recovery treats. The thing that sucks is that
What is
they're
it?
just like, it's supposed to take away the pain, right? Mm-hmm. So it's part one, first part of that is.
Is it blocking it or like? How,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it like blocks the pain, so in that way. So what I'm supposed to do is work out, strengthen my core. Can't do that now because the way it bulges and the way the tear is. If I do that, it inflames it. But I need to do that to fix it. So I get the steroid injection.
Sounds like you're a bad patient.
If
Oh my god.
if for some reason, so if I get the steroid injection and it doesn't take away the pain at all, then the issue is somewhere else.
Oh, no.
Which is gonna fucking suck.
I'll
Because
be
it
honest,
there's nothing else that shows up on my MRIs and X-rays. But if it does take away the pain, cool, awesome, that's what we want. But when my physical therapist told me that the range of like spine time that it gives me is 2 weeks to a year. I went, well, that sucks.
So
that's too big of a
You
gap.
better hurry up.
So what you're saying is you're gonna look like
no.
Drax in like a year or two.
Well, I mean, like if I have to work out for my back, I might as well just fucking full send it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna work out
gotta
anyway.
do
if
your
it's not
back
on your
jerks
back, you
where
might
you-
as well don't work out ever again
True.
and just let your decisions take you.
Flying around like MODOK.
You know what I mean?
Your legs dangle.
Just like,
Baby legs.
just whatever happens, happens. You know, like you tried,
Look, I gave it my best.
you gave it your best. At least before you just completely quit, you got me the tonal. You know, like let's just never forget what
You
you
did
did.
this.
Damn you.
You sacrificed everything for that
did.
research.
You're a giver.
I am
You're a creator.
the one who
Creator.
gives.
You're actually a
Right, and
sculptor.
think of how many people are gonna get it.
You're
So
like
many
While
now.
You're waiting for your Neil.
Fucking, God damn it. Yeah, working out is going to unbulge the disc, and then from
Well, it's gonna strengthen the
there,
muscle.
Basically,
right?
yeah.
To take pressure
They
off
want you
your-
to fix it
yeah,
before they fucking have to cut you open and start
Right.
taking
Is the
shit
other
out of
move
you.
to fuse your spine vertebrae?
The other move
around
is
it?
to kind of shave down the disc, and then the last resort is to fuse the spine, which is bad because
Yeah.
once you fuse the spine, it starts putting pressure on the other spines and the other discs. And so pretty much what my physical therapist told me is fusing a spine will stop it from being a problem, but within 10 years, another disc will have an issue because when you
Compensating.
fuse the spine, it compensates for the fused spine. And then so you'll have to, in 10
What if
years,
you-
fuse another
What if you
spine.
fuse them
Jesus.
all?
I was like,
Oh,
fuck.
start. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Just
Start with a
Yeah.
mass fusion.
Just nip it at the beginning.
But working out will unbulge the disc, and when I unbulge
How
the
about
disc, the tear can heal.
when
but
they're-
a fucking tear in your nerve on your spine takes like a year to heal.
Well,
I was like, what the fuck?
when they're in there
That's
though,
also
can they
spooky
maybe just
injury.
remove your spine? Like if it's causing all the issues?
Have you ever thought about becoming like an
like
amoeba?
just get it out of
Mechanical
there?
spine.
No, just nothing. Just like a
no.
worm, man. You
Oh,
think of the
you're
flexibility.
talking about cyberpunk. Yeah, that's
cybernetics,
hey, look, you could probably
cybernetics.
beat it. You could probably beat it. I doubt you'll get addicted.
No, I won't. No, I won't get addicted to cyber enhancements.
No, I mean that's other people. Yeah, not you.
Right. I'm
You're
You
built
just-
different.
Is there a
I'm the
missile
minority.
thing
yeah,
back there?
there is.
maxed out?
I'm full.
Oh, I didn't know if that was a capacity expansion.
no, it's just a refill.
Got it.
Fucking aim assist in this game, bro. Jesus.
Not aim
He's
assist,
actually
it's
just
lock
a
on.
sniper.
I don't think lock on. It's called aim assist. Watch this. Oh, I almost got it.
See that lock on? That rock was done for. Dung
These are
beetle.
ball eaters.
Oh, they scoop you up.
Yeah.
Don't touch my ball.
See, watch. There you
Get out
go.
of here, dude.
That's a cool enemy to have.
Yeah, it's just a real fuck you.
Oh, completely.
Back up,
When
back
you're
up,
ball
back
from, you
up.
go, all right, I'm good. You know, I'm just using it strictly for mostly puzzles and stuff. Then they go, no.
Dun, dun, dun.
100 health.
That's true. I can get my spine coated with adamantium.
Just coat it with Vaseline, and you'll never, there'll never be any
Oh,
more friction. You'll be lubed
Real
up.
smooth. Real smooth like. Yeah, I was telling Mike, I was like, the disc doesn't like when I lean forward, and then the tear doesn't like when I lean back. And so my physical therapist is like, so it's best for you to be neutral, but you can't live like that. And I went, watch me.
Living in
And then I
the
went, I
neutral
stood
lane.
up real.
What
like,
makes
real
a
nice
man
and
go
straight.
neutral?
I went, watch me.
And they said, "Oh my God, this man's perfectly neutral.
Oh my God, I've never seen such a neutral spine.
Can I take a photo? Put it in textbook.
For science.
Right, we need to analyze. The other door.
It's good to know that I need like medical treatment because for the longest time I was like, why am I doing everything I need to do and it's not working?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, I was fucked.
Always good to pursue those answers. Always Sunny quote. First of all, anything is possible through God, so jot that down.
Yeah, Max said that, right?
Yeah. Is that on the cruise?
Yes. I think no, maybe not.
Because like
actually.
that season, he started to get like that was more of his character was leaning that direction more.
They knew very
No,
early
he was
on.
pretty early on.
You're-
He was
I guess you're right.
he
I
was-
guess
he
you're
was
right.
because he was always like Irish Catholic.
Yeah, for sure. I guess I noticed it
they-
more
they
because the
knew-
juxtaposition
I'm
with
trying to think. I don't think he is
his
that
like
much.
changing identity or his
Yeah.
more revealed identity.
Yeah.
In the Always City podcast, they said very early on they knew that that Max character was going to be gay.
There's been like fan theories that Dennis might be as well, but I don't know. I haven't indulged in those
think
theories, so
it's
I don't
more-
know what the evidence
yeah, I
is.
think it's more fan theory.
I love fan theories.
There
Just
was,
a little,
um,
you know, some ships.
Oh.
There was like fan theory on like the waitress's name because I never gave the waitress a name.
Oh, they did a whole episode where I forget the actress's name, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, she was on the podcast.
And they teased.
And they took 15 minutes to shave Glenn's head, and she's like, I'm glad I'm here.
Mary something? I could be wrong.
It
I think her
does
name is
sound-
Mary,
Mary Elizabeth?
but it's Charlie Kelly's wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
I
Charlie,
think
Charlie
Mar-
Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Charlie Day's. I think it's Mary Elizabeth.
That sounds,
it sounds right,
familiar.
but I'm not sure.
But yeah, you're right.
But yeah, on that episode of the podcast, they teased saying what the waitress's name is. I don't know if they actually did it. Probably not.
I don't think they did. It was the cold open where they were like, or it was the promo
Yeah.
for it, like, we're going to say it on 3, 2, 1. But
I don't think they actually did.
I don't remember. I listened to the whole podcast and I don't remember. I think they basically talked about the idea that they had scripted it in at one point and then removed it. And it had gotten to a point where half of them had forgotten. They were like, I think I know what it is, but I don't remember. Glenn seemed to be the one who was like, oh, I definitely remember. Let me see.
Is it Unipants? Unipants said, has Alfredo considered becoming a lobster? Getting an exoskeleton.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, now we're talking.
How does that strike you?
Lobster
Now
guy?
we're, now
Lobster
we're throwing
guy?
out some real solutions.
Mary Elizabeth Ellis.
There you go.
There we go. Dude, there's so much bullshit.
some more?
No.
Want me to get off the tissue?
No.
You sure?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Phase 2 is to remove the tissue.
God damn you. Just did laundry last night. Actually, I don't think I was going to wear these pants.
That's what I was thinking.
Nikki
On my
Potnick
trip.
was the fan theorized
Yes.
name, but they confirmed on the podcast
They
that
did.
was not it.
Because there's the episode where they went back to school. It was
There's a whole
the
thing.
reunion
Yes.
thing. And, yeah.
That's the name tag Frank took. And then the waitress gets there and her name tag's missing.
Right.
So people were like, oh, it's Frank's.
Right.
But that
It must be
Is it?
Nikki Potnick. And
It's a
they're
good
like,
guess.
No, actually, it just this is a coincidence. So, like it just lined up like
Nikki
that, but that's
Potnick
not
didn't show up
Nikki.
or just didn't get her name tag because Frank took it. And also, no one remembers the waitress.
Yeah.
That's literally, they just forgot her. So they didn't have her name tag.
They crashed Nikki Potnick's car. Yeah, I'll get up to speed and I'll dive out at the last second. Pause. Scream. It's a panicked run. I need to do a rewatch through on that show. It's been a little bit. I've enjoyed reliving the show through the podcast in
Oh, it's
reverse
great.
order.
Make that jump.
Ooh. No fall damage.
I'm
Never
gonna
lost
make
that upgrade.
Yeah.
Strong knees. My spine will absorb it.
Assuming this is the right way to go. Could be wrong. Gets a little tricky once you start collecting shit. Then you gotta start backtracking.
Especially when there's like multiple rooms with, okay, I haven't seen that door yet, but then I just found new doors and
Is that the jump I just missed? I just fucked it up.
But not this
Yeah, I
time.
can definitely make it.
never.
Remember this guy? Fuck you!
Love that. Somebody said, you know what helps spines? Comfy clothes. And then Nightbot comes in with the alley-oop.
Whoa!
bit.ly/AH
Achievement Hunter
Cozy.
Collection.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, It was nice to strut the cozy collection and be
Almost
real
got
cozy
walked on.
during the nice little
that's
long
right.
Dead Space stream.
Little long Dead Space.
It was a little bit long, a bit.
What was your total playing time come out to?
15 and a half hours.
Oh, yeah. You're right on.
Wow.
The anticipated
more like
13,
Oh.
right? Something like that?
Yeah. Then I went home and I played it, and I was like, oh, I beat it in 9 hours.
Yeah, because now you knew. You weren't ready yet.
But also, enemies were a lot easier on my control of choice, my preferal of choice.
Flute?
Yeah,
You played with a recorder, right?
I did. Good lungs.
Lungs, dude. I don't think I can get there yet.
What he lacks in spine, he makes up for in lungs.
Probably.
When I
can
did
get
do that,
there.
like full blown physical that I
Yeah.
I told you about.
I'll have to ask you the name of that again.
They what is the name of that? I don't know.
I'll ask
Fizz
you
up.
later.
But well, you know, it was like a full blown like physical. It did all these tons of things. It did neuro tests, all that kind of stuff, sweat tests, all that shit, lung tests. You know, and then you go back to your doctor and they read through everything, see if there's anything that they see or whatnot. The doctor was like, "The lung test, your lungs are off the charts here." It's like I've never seen that, and I went, "Well, I used to swim."
Is there
and
a
I
little
went, that
roll
makes
hole right
sense. Could be.
On the other side of that little
yeah.
cave.
Yeah.
Could be.
Sorry if you saw it already.
No, yeah, my doctor was like, yeah, your lung readings are higher than I've
is that
ever
when you
seen.
blow in the balls,
Yeah.
kind of?
He's like, you've got some really strong lungs. I was like, I used to swim. And they're like, okay, that makes sense.
You're like,
Like,
I'm actually
your back,
a chain
however,
smoker.
Yeah,
Is
but
decimated.
I don't know how.
We
you're
actually want to
standing.
put one of your lungs in your back. We think it'll help.
Yeah, I don't know how you're standing. Have you ever considered living a neutral life? For used to compete in competitive breathing.
I've never seen a man breathe this hard before.
My God.
If there was just anything you could do with this skill.
I don't think I'm supposed to be up here.
No,
It's
but
the
you
next
made it.
one-shot stream.
Yeah, I'm like falling.
That is true. They are one-shot streams. Yeah, the next one's gonna be Resident Evil 4, because that's a
Yep.
remaster.
That comes out. That's a remake.
God damn it!
I mean, it's not that hard. They either just like touch up the graphics or they start the game from scratch. This is a remaster. RE4 is completely rebuilt like Dead Space. Hey, you better run, fucker.
So yeah, fuck you. Yeah.
Phase
so
on.
The remake was
Phase
in
on
March,
is
right?
poison. Yeah, it's about a month away.
So yeah, that's the next one-shot. Michael will be driving that one.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know if we're gonna finish that though.
Yeah. What is it like?
I have no idea how long
18?
that game is.
21?
You're gonna play it with a steering wheel?
It's not 21 because Resident Evil 6 is the longest in the series.
Yeah, but I mean, this game's a new game though.
True.
Could be longer.
Fredo, welcome to your favorite level.
Fucking Christ.
There's a missile up there. I can't.
That's a
reach.
hookah.
What the fuck did you just say?
It looks like a hookah.
Can't do it yet. I don't think I can go this way yet. Nope.
Oh no.
Is this a good game for someone who never played the original? I would say
Yeah.
so. This was, again, my first Metroid. And actually,
You definitely don't need to play any
Aside
other
from
Metroids
Echoes.
to play this.
yeah.
I mean, there's stuff you're gonna understand faster because, again, it is a Metroid game,
Or at
and so it does. Like if you've played previous games in the series, even if you've played Dread, right, like the newest one, you'll see similarities of like, oh, I bet I have to bomb this, or I bet I have to get a missile upgrade or something. Like that will be helpful if you've played the game before, but certainly not necessary. I don't think I can get over there. Oh, you know what? Even if I can, I don't have that gun anyway, so I definitely don't need to go over there. So usually when it's a little bit annoying, but when you get a new ability, there's usually some door you can go back to and open, or some passage you can now unlock. I don't know if it's based on you fucking around for a while or when you get like close-ish to the area you're supposed to be, but eventually it'll just be like, hey, we detected something on the map, i.e. go here, stupid. So even if you don't know where you're going, I would just keep changing areas. Like,
So
oh,
much
it's
backtracking.
not in this area. Yeah, I mean, that's the game. That's why everything leads to like a shortcut or like a different way to get in an area or an elevator that takes you back. Okay, probably gonna go back this way.
The Chozo ruins.
A Chozo?
I'm trying to think what the fuck I got in Magnor, if I got any abilities.
So the
think you
lore,
get-
so the lore again is that you were raised by a cholo?
Something like that. I don't know if the Chozos were Cholos, but
Take
I
that
wasn't
costume off.
there.
Take that costume off.
Oh,
You're not
man.
a cholo.
I'm gonna miss something down below. I'm trying to think about it. Because I got the Various suit, which lets me go into the cave. I'm gonna miss something down there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
wouldn't be-
Samus takes that helmet off. You
wouldn't be
got
surprised.
the
Blue
pencil,
spots.
the penciled in
but I can't
eyebrows,
get
the
in
gelled
there.
hair.
I think it's back.
Oh my god, she's a chola.
She's a chola, man. Oh shit!
back there.
That'd be
What would
good.
you expect?
That
Being
would
raised
be
by a
good.
cholo, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. She's got the headband, the bandana to prevent the sweat from getting into the eyes. Like,
I might be faster if I go backwards. Let's
damn,
see.
she's even got a plaid shirt under there.
What the fuck?
Must have been hot
How
in
the
that
fuck
suit.
was she?
I didn't check
How the
there.
fuck she fit those long ass nails in the goddamn gauntlet?
Damn, she's got claws. No. Those are her nails
no.
in the suit.
Yeah, they help maneuver.
That's awesome.
Probably.
Yeah, the cholo theory.
What the fuck?
Her shit was a low rider.
Don't bother going back the way I
The
came.
fucking hydraulics just pop off.
I'll just go back.
Could you not go to those like blue zones?
No, I can't go to those blue zones yet. I know I need something. I think I just missed it back in the fucking magma. There's another door.
Overworld.
It's either keep going straight and I'll end up looping, or just turn around and go backwards. And I think backwards is faster. I just need to get back underground. 'Cause I think I missed something under there.
Well, there's the one spot where you went up and to the left. Okay, you've done both. Where there's like two doors to two different branches. Was this that room? I think there was I thought it was a bigger room.
That's that one. Wrong button. Wrong button.
Oh, the sounds. Scan visor should be active roughly 70% of the game.
Oh, I bet. It's just like run around with the scan visor on everything.
Yeah, they made sure you couldn't shoot while you had that out, though. They were like, nah, you're gonna
Pacifist
switch.
run through.
Oh, dude, I never attack anybody.
Why would you?
I would never do such a thing.
No. Little giggle from Griff.
Griffle?
A little Griffle.
Shit up there. I don't think I can get up there. So I can get over here. Okay, what the fuck? I don't know how.
Wait, what? Oh, they get just to get onto the ship?
That's a save state up there, right?
Yeah, but look.
Yeah, it is. It's just like helping me jump up onto the ship.
Oh, but can you use it to hop, skip, and I can't tell you how many times I think this is taking me back. I did try to do that so much. I was like, how do you get to those doors? And as a kid, I just said, you know what? I guess I'll never know.
And you never did.
No.
Never.
So I kept
That's
renting the
where
game.
Trevor's playthrough ended. That's where Trevor's playthrough ended.
That's where I put my 18 hours. Ooh. Wait.
Yeah, we've done this already.
Yeah.
I'm just going back.
This is where you
underground.
jumped up on the mushroom and said, I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
Right. You know what?
Was
I
this the
still
one
want
with the two
fucking-
doors?
No, I still want the wrong one.
Oh,
It is
God.
the two doors. I'm
I'm trying to remember all the branches.
I'm trying not to check the map 100 times, but it's making it worse. I should just keep checking the map.
Just do it. Do what you gotta do. I'm trying to see those snowfields, and I don't think I'm gonna get my wish.
What time is it?
3.
Okay,
You
it's
had,
possible,
you had
but
really
it's
good
unlikely.
momentum, but now I
Oh man, I was going the right way.
Dude,
and
the
I turned
momentum has
around.
gone to shit.
The momentum is
This
dead.
is
it's decayed.
If anything but an indicator of how RE4 remake is gonna end up going when we do another one-shot stream.
Probably.
Michael's gonna go into that
I've never beaten that game yet. Resident Evil 4.
knowing everything and then just run into a wall. Dude, I'm gonna play on my trip to go see Jeremy and Cam. I'm gonna play Resident Evil 6, which is fucking terrible.
Wait, why are you bad at that?
I
Was
played,
that the giraffe one?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
giraffe sucking off the dude as a logo.
Yeah.
Because
No,
I just never played it.
Yeah.
And like, so it went on sale. I bought it. I played 30 minutes of it, and I went, "This is fucking
was terrible.
and you said,
trash."
I'm saving this for a fun trip.
And then I went, I should just return it. And I looked, and I was like, I bought it for $4. Like, why return it? I'm like, for $4, I could say, like, I could play it just so I like have played it.
You could have got a pack of Pokemon cards for that.
I could have. But probably end up with equally as trash. As
Yeah, maybe. I was actually playing games with an old high school friend. Actually, he's like intermediate school, like 5th grade, 6th grade friend of mine. And so we were playing some games over the weekend and reminiscing. Like, it's kind of like become a thing between the two of us. We realized like going back and playing these old games we missed.
Yeah.
They're just so cheap. Like, why not? And they're still solid games.
Dude,
like,
and
the
you have the
stories and
Steam like summer
Yes, sir.
sale, winter sale.
Yep.
Then you have these
Steam sale,
Steam
Monday sale, Tuesday
yeah.
sale.
Yeah, I mean
President's
everything
Day
goes
sale.
on fucking sale. And I have a like
President's
20
Day.
How are you celebrating?
Isn't that Monday?
It is.
I'm not
It is
coming
Monday.
here.
That's
You're
true.
not.
Are we off?
We all three of
Yeah.
us are gonna go get some nice meat.
Okay, let's.
We are?
We're all gonna be there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You can make it?
Oh God, the shove.
Shoved you back
it's the
down.
fire.
You get a fire suit,
what you
right?
get. That's
After
what
this
you get.
boss, is that what you get?
No, you get another suit, but it ain't a fire
I
suit.
forgot what suit it was. A fire suit would be nice.
You get the suit that lets you maneuver better underwater.
Oh, okay. It's a water suit for Fredo.
Yeah.
Please. So have you not been here?
I have not been to
No,
the
not
other
here.
side of this room.
Yeah, you haven't done this. So you're gonna play Resident Evil 6.
Oh yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna pass the time, fly by.
And it's like the longest in the series, and it's the shit. You know what makes it
It's
so
so
shitty?
bad.
It, like literally, I booted up the game, and it's like fucking Michael Bay made the goddamn game. It's like action sequence, quick time events, fucking
man.
helicopter crashing into a building, through a building, into another building, and then that from there it like crashes down the building, and then we fall out of the helicopter. We land on the floor. It's made of glass. Underneath the glass, zombies. And then you look up. Oh my god, the helicopter's gonna crash, and then fucking crashes down, and you have to dive out the way. And it's like, what the
Was
fuck
this like
is
a
this?
was this like a generational step in Rainbow 6 and Resident Evil where the game like they were just trying new stuff to see like what could
Kind
the
not.
game
I mean, yes
forward,
and
or-
no, because 4 they majorly revamped it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And
okay.
then 5 is like a tweak on 4,
Yep.
and then 6 is like a good jump off of 5.
Okay. I
So
hear a lot
it-
about
it-
4 and 6. I forgot about 5.
5's decent.
Really?
5's
Okay.
all right. 5's way more actiony, and it's got
Well, that's the one in,
co-op,
like Africa, right?
but it's fun. Yeah, it's fun co-op.
Yeah.
6 sucks ass. It's a piece of shit. It's
Jack
just
and I were
sucks
gonna
giraffes.
Jack and I were gonna
Yeah.
co-op 5, but 5 has co-op issues with Steam, and I was like,
Oh,
oh,
that's a bummer. That could
Yeah.
be a good
Does it?
series.
yeah, it does.
Play it on Xbox.
Think of the
I'm
achievements.
trying to think. I mean,
okay?
I've played it I've played that co-op like 5 times that game. I'm trying to remember
Oh,
the last
Xbox
time I
is
played
totally
it.
fine.
I'm trying to remember if I've played it on Steam or not.
Oh,
All right.
the co-op Resident Evil
Someone
series.
said there's an animated Resident Evil movie coming.
Yeah, it
soon
looks-
called
look-
The Island.
Looks dope.
From Danielle said that.
Looks dope.
I haven't even heard of that. I'll have to take a little peek.
But I guess like, cause I looked
gotta
at
go.
also like the HUD and the animation and of all that, like the overlays for Resident Evil 6, it's just so drastically different.
It's going more towards just like some generic video game. Like
Right, yeah.
I don't know.
Is it trying to
not good.
appeal broadly or
I don't know
something?
what the fuck it's
Because I
doing,
feel
but
like
it sucks.
I feel like the
6 was the
franchise was
worst one.
strong.
6 was the worst one.
6 is
They brought it back a
terrible.
little bit with 7, and I really enjoyed 8.
Never played it, and so
Between the two of you, I don't know. I mean, Michael, I know that's like one of your series, but Fred, I don't know how many you've played. Which would be like your standout favorite, like to revisit or to come back to?
Probably 4.
4?
Yeah, I think 4's up there.
4 would be my standout favorite.
Yeah.
Code Veronica was pretty nostalgic for me. I actually played through all the Resident Evils because if you're to go to like IGN's like their gameplay YouTube channel, all the Resident Evil gameplay footage is recorded by me because that was the first job I had at IGN. I was contracted to just like record and log and upload like full game playthroughs because so that way we could also use it for reviews.
Those turn on. What is that?
No, they break.
Oh, got it. That's cool. I love that because then you have like, even though it's like maybe not Fredo speaking on it, it's your footage. It's like your little footprint.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean that was my introduction to a lot of stuff. Like I didn't play Resident Evil. I played Code Veronica, but I never played any of the. So I was able to play through 1 and 2 and 3 and all that.
Yeah.
And then I played through like Breath of the Wild, which is a game I mean, was it? I forgot, not Breath of the Wild. Whatever the previous one was. Or Zelda.
Wolf, the one with the wolf, right? Twilight Princess?
No, fucking Skyward Sword.
Skyward
you're
Sword.
right.
Yeah, I was like Sword
I skipped
something.
that one.
Yeah, and like that was a game I wouldn't have played, but I fucking played it.
It's a hard one.
Yeah, every now and then I'll like, when I'm playing like an older game that I'm just like, I want to come cruising back through this. And I get stuck because like boy brain, 12-year-old me goes like, I got nothing for you here.
Okay, we're getting cooked.
I'll pull up an old IGN walkthrough if I'm looking for, especially if I'm looking for collectibles and I'm just like trying to scoop up all the stuff I miss. Obviously I like to.
Yeah, the guides team is what they're called.
3 times in a row.
And yeah, they did a good job of like getting games early, logging the
That's kind
footage.
of bullshit.
I think you're doing it right after launch is what it's thinking.
Well, it's just meant to be hard, but I'm gonna have to fucking quit in a second because I'm about to die.
Anthony is saying you can jump in ball form.
Yeah, that's what people keep saying.
We haven't gotten it yet, right?
Here it is.
Oh! All right, I gotta get health.
I,
I gotta get health.
yeah.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
I definitely remember that part though. Boop, 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 boop. I think you
Now we
found
go
what,
up.
1 artifact so far?
Trevor!
Yeah. Are we going to the philodendron site?
Close enough.
What is philodendron? The drifts. Oh man, the trailer for Fast 10 though.
So stupid.
I love that it's like
So
they're trying to
dumb.
have 2 finales. I mean, obviously it's like a 2-part finale. But the marketing is really trying to like, how can we capitalize on it being the last one
Right.
twice? And so
one last ride.
Yeah, it was like the last ride begins here. And I'm like,
Yep.
oh, I love it.
Fucking hey, look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, also, you see who joined Fast along with Jason Momoa? Do you see who else is in 10?
You're gonna remind me.
Larson?
Alan
Alan
yes,
Richardson.
Yes.
Oh,
Brie
yeah,
Larson
yeah.
too, right?
Alan Richardson's in it.
Wait, he is?
Uh-huh.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's in Fast 10.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
It's a poster, right?
Michael acted with him.
I know. I told
yeah.
Alfredo I'm 1 degree from Fast and the Furious.
You're kind of family now.
Yeah, I know.
Well, family adjacent.
Yeah.
I mean, there are
that's closer
cousins.
than the
So I
rest
need
of us.
extreme heat. I don't have that yet. Detect this.
I know. I can't believe it wasn't fastened to your seatbelts.
I mean, it's cheesy, but everyone loves that.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
it would have just leaned right in. And it would have been a good PSA.
I don't know, man.
They go really slow and they plug their seatbelts in and they go, keep it safe out there, kids. They spike the lens. And then nothing happens in the movie. It's just people driving cars, stopping at
Yep.
stoplights.
Whoa.
Well, the crazy thing too about Fast 10
Fast,
is,
but
it
not
was like
furious.
the previous movies. It's like, oh my God, Han died. Then it was retconned back. Oh my God,
Han's alive.
Jason Statham killed Han.
Yep.
Because Dom killed his brother. And then you go, oh my God, Han's actually alive. And then.
Oh my
And
God,
then
his
there's a
brother's
different-
alive.
No, and then the previous movie was like, oh, I guess we're all good with Shaw, and he's okay.
Yeah.
And then it's like, wait, Han's alive. And then now it's like Han and Shaw are gonna team up, and I guess they're gonna be okay eventually.
It's
Like what?
Yeah, dude.
It's interesting how
What?
the
Dude, it's-
plot
I mean-
develops
I
in
mean,
the
Fast-
most opposite way.
Fast and the Furious, it's pretty easy to track. Fast and the Furious, the enemies work like anime. They beat them and then become friends with them.
Oh,
that's
100%.
a great-
100%. Yeah.
That's a great comp. It's like a
Yeah.
real Vegeta situation.
It really is.
It's like a lot.
Oh, I guess like Tien and Yamcha and
Yeah.
Krillin was a villain.
I just
right?
mean not even just Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
I mean, it's absolutely like
I'll be
an
honest.
anime
I'm a
trope.
super casual
Right,
anime
Yeah,
viewer.
it's
That's
just
just
like,
what I go
we'll
to.
kill you.
Dragon
Every now and then you got to get a bad guy that actually like kills people and
Right.
has to actually be killed.
Boo.
But usually,
becomes, not
Boo becomes
Frieza.
Oob.
He does.
Right.
Oob.
Oh, I saved. I should have gone back for that container.
These have real alien faces on them. Man, the character design, like, I think I personally probably take for granted, like, a lot of the enemy designs in games, but, like, I remember vividly as a kid, every time I saw a new enemy, this was just one of those games that I was like, whoa, that's cool, but also,
log
like,
it in his
that's
journal
freaking me
and-
out.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I took a photo with my Game Boy picture.
Yeah.
You ever have that?
Yeah,
Game Boy
Trevor
Snap?
kept saying that the
No.
in-game logbook wasn't good enough and it wasn't detailed.
Right. He
enough.
logged it himself.
I actually sketched it, and it's just like
He
a
started
circle with stick
logged
legs.
it, sketched it, started writing all that information on height. It's
That's when he started saying he was
it
6'2".
ain't my fault games weren't magic for you. They were nothing but a job. Nothing but business to get done. Take care of.
That's true. Cell hasn't been redeemed. Even then, they've like worked with Frieza and shit. Cell Saga. Oh, that was my favorite. My favorite saga of Dragon Ball is the Cell Saga.
It was good. Toonami really loved to replay that one while we were waiting for Boo to finish and get
Yeah.
dubbed.
Yeah.
And
true.
so we'd get deep into Boo, and then it'd go all the way back to Cell, and I'm like, not again. And then you
I mean,
inch a little further.
Trevor, I don't even know if you remember it then when, dude, they all the way watching Cell Saga on TV. I had to watch Cell Saga 500 times.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
Like they'd get like there'd be like 6 new episodes. They'd show this 6 new episodes, and then it's like, all right, Trunks appears. Like
It was
would
a
it
real-
would cut back to like right
Yeah.
after Namek.
yeah.
Because it wouldn't even be Cell Saga. It'd be like the fucking Android Saga.
It was
It would
all
be
of
the
it. It was
Android
all of it.
Saga.
So what the hell did
It was
I
a real
just do
one
here?
step
Did I
forward,
do
2 steps
anything
back
here?
kind
Yeah.
of thing.
I don't think I got shit in here.
God, I forgot about the Android saga.
Yeah.
Well, it's because the Android Saga ended in the Cell Saga. Right?
did,
Like it
yeah.
blended from Android to Cell before it had a conclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the androids are like wholly involved in the Cell Saga.
We're sentient humans kind of now, and we're good.
Right. Well, I mean, they're cyborgs.
Yes.
They're people that he just turned into robots.
That's true.
That's why Krillin was like, "We can fuck, right?
We can have kids.
You have a vagina. This is really important to me."
I have holes. I'll just let that one dangle. Oh. Hey, don't hurt me too much. I'll come
You're
back and
almost-
melt your ass.
You're almost dead.
He's got 3 little blobs.
I have 302 health.
They call
I
them
know.
blobs. Ooh, they're kind of like hunters.
I just like the Cell Saga where it's just like, oh, it's not Goku that's
Oh,
the
look at that.
strongest. It's not Goku that's going to defeat
Before it
Perfect
scrolls.
Cell.
Mazar is saying
Right.
that
Even though he kind of does.
Mazar's saying that Toonami Pakistan never got past Cell.
Jesus Christ.
So
Oh.
they knew about Boo and they would tell their friends, but they would never show it, so his friends would never believe them that Boo existed. And you're like, you're just making up a whole new part. Sorry, I just want to catch it before it scrolled off.
for sure. But it was just a cool moment because it was just like when they were both Kamehameha against this like Cell versus
Yeah.
Gohan, and then Goku was kind of like there.
It's cool.
in
It just sucks that
spirit.
Gohan also, once he got the ability to beat him, did what everyone does in Dragon Ball Z, where he's like, I'm going to play with you. And then he was like,
Right.
okay. Then he
Yeah.
like punched him back to the previous form.
Yeah.
But conveniently, that previous form has a super self-destruct where he blows himself up, and that's how Goku
And that's
dies.
how Goku, yeah, because he got big
Yeah.
and fat, and then
And
Goku
he
was like,
transported him away.
he intertransitioned
And so it's like,
over
good
to.
job, Gohan.
Yep.
Where
Dumb
did he
shit.
transferred over to.
He
what's
took
his
him to
name?
King Kai.
King Kai.
And killed King
He went,
Kai.
you brought him here, and he's like, I didn't know where else to go.
Yeah. Teehee, you're dead.
I mean,
But it was just so cool when like
jump
what was it? Trunks died, and then Vegeta's just sitting there, and he's like, my son.
Yeah, which did nothing, but he got real upset. He
got
threw
real
a tantrum.
angry. But he bought Gohan the moment.
Well, not at
Because
that point. That was later.
Right. But later,
When he got angry, he got bodied.
yeah,
Cell was like,
absolutely
okay,
bodied.
and then he just like kicked him in his Saiyan dick.
oh man,
Was it-
saying, Dick?
Was it Final Flash? Was his?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Cell gets hit, and he goes, dude.
he goes,
fucking
"Vegeta!"
He goes, Vegeta. And he looks up. If he just like,
Because he doesn't have good lungs.
he
Right.
does it. He does it.
But his spine.
And then
is
Goku was
hard.
like, now Gohan,
Fuck am I
now.
going out here?
Meanwhile,
Such a cool
Buu
moment.
Saga.
Gotta be gaining
Gohan
something.
spends like half the arc training in silence off to the
fuck,
side.
that's
Then he
probably
shows up. He's like, "It's time to kill you now." And then his little decapitated tentacle sucks him in.
Dude, that's the fucking thing about Dragon Ball Z. Where I was just like, oh my god, bro.
It's just so much edging just to be like
so much.
let down at like, no. I
I was like, they took 10 episodes. They're finally here. Wait, they're powering up for 3 more episodes.
I'm an idiot. I didn't turn those on, and then I forgot they dropped. Okay. I'm a fool. Hit me. Hit me.
I know. I mean, like you gotta have a good balance of the edging. 100%. 100%. I started Super, and what they might have pulled out some of the edging, but they did not pull out the dead air, right? Like the just kind of draw it out. But I'm not super deep into Super. I watched it a few years ago. Got past the opening fight and like turning into God Saiyan. And then it just kind of fell off.
You ready to half pipe it?
Half pipe me, bro. Whoa, buddy, calm down.
Yeah. Still no jump.
Wait, you just press. Chat told me just press X.
No, I'm not into the lack of edging that
press
Super
X.
didn't have.
I think they're right.
Probably. I'm gonna be honest. We made way more progress than I thought we were gonna.
Favorite arcs, the Frieza arc. You know what's interesting?
Yeah, we
I
still have 45 minutes.
I never thought about this, but
Think
like,
about it now.
I'm
Go.
thinking about it. Seeing the YouTube comments and the Twitch comments. Sometimes when you respond to one, the other doesn't see it. It must be a kind of weird experience. Like who are they talking to? But they
That's why you just repeat the question.
Yeah.
Sure. Streamer etiquette.
That's streamer etiquette.
Is it?
It's true, yeah.
I hate
first time.
streamers.
Yeah.
I'm an anti-streamer.
I actually just answer with yes or no answers, and I never point out the question
Or the person.
or the person.
No, that I don't ever do. Fast birds?
Super Saiyan Blue is legit Cap.
Who's that? Who's that?
Ridley.
Oh, that must be Ripley Scott.
Yup.
No. Get away from that man. He tore out all of our abilities.
Well, I mean, getting slammed into a wall tore out all our abilities.
Right, but he was a part of the reason why.
He was a part of it.
He made the
but-
ship get boo-boo.
Probably. With that
Or-
big fat ass
or he was-
has.
Do you fight him
Oh, look, he's
at
playing
all
Halo.
aside from
Look at
like the
that
final
radar.
fight?
Yes. He's not the final fight.
Oh shit.
Right. Okay. Can I get up there? Is that a thing I can do? Probably not until I can lower this.
Spring ball requires you flicking the controller because it's tied to the gyro controls.
What?
So if you're in a ball, does that mean you flick the controller?
What?
Oh my god.
That's wild. Definitely not X.
That's not X.
That's a gyro. That's
Miko,
crazy.
Miko, got it figured out. Got it
That's
sorted.
wild. I don't.
You should go back to that spot with the.
I gotta go back anyway. Yeah.
to the boxes. Little flat room.
Holy
Now there's a real fucking.
shit.
There's a real tip.
Chat got us halfway there. Chat was like, press X, and someone went, no.
Well, then that
Gyro
nerd is saying no.
That nerd.
That's what the name is.
Wow.
His name is Alex.
Wow. What a fucking nerd.
Well, he goes, no. It's an acronym. It says not really. Discus thrower.
What are you saying?
It's a destructive
I don't
disc.
know. I set myself up for a joke
Alright,
that
I don't
I
think I can get over there.
fumbled.
Bail.
I just bailed on it. He was like, no. It doesn't say nerd. It's an acronym.
Oh, I see. You were being a jerk.
To me.
Well,
No.
the theme
Yeah.
is dick. I want to be a dick.
My name's Darren. I don't know. I like that moment. I thought it was so dumb. I cackled at it.
So how was the movie? How was Ant-Man? Because people were saying it was not good.
I don't think
Fredo's gonna go harder than I will.
like it's weird. I don't think it's like it's a very straightforward story. The supporting cast is pretty lackluster
Do you
comparatively
mean the characters
to
or the
previous.
actors and actresses?
Um,
I'm curious how you mean that.
I think the characters in general, like Ant-Man 1 and Ant-Man 2, amazing supporting characters, right? Like that you just loved, and they're like, this is fun, and that just wasn't here and apparent.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Fucking jumping, bro.
Wow.
What's your
And it
take
didn't
on
feel like an
Janet
Ant-Man
Van
movie. It
Dyne
felt like Star Wars. Also, I feel like, why is this called Ant-Man and the Wasp? Wasp, like Evangeline Lilly's character, Wasp, did like nothing.
Yeah, but to be totally fair, I think it's one brand recognition and just building your characters.
Oh,
out. And
for
two,
sure.
like without her, technically, plot's donezo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be vague because of
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
literally out today, but I don't know. I feel a lot of what you're saying. I think I'm a little biased just because like the third act is probably my favorite, the strongest. I'm just really hype on where this is going. It's definitely we opened up the door to the phase, and so it's definitely like a stepping stone film. And I definitely felt
Stepped on?
stepped on, and I was here
good
for
way.
it. Dungeons and Daddies.
Imagine how small Ant-Man could get. He gets stepped on whenever he wants by anybody.
Oh.
Like that scene in The Boys. Well, he doesn't get stepped on.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't get
but
stepped
there's
on.
definitely something.
Something happens. You're not wrong about that.
There's definitely some like.
Jonathan Major absolutely
Oh,
kills it
he
as Kang.
carries it for sure. That's
World
such a
West
compelling
or-
villain. And I think that's really what like I was super interested in. I didn't see enough of him in Loki, and so for me that was enough to like have enjoyed the movie. Strong bits throughout. Bless you.
Thank you.
Definitely some MacGuffins. A lot of
There's MacGuffs?
suspension of disbelief.
No way.
Uh,
I don't know if I'm going.
Any major Marvel boss you want to see in the MCU? I mean, easy is Doom. Aside from that, honestly, I would have to veer a lot towards mutants. Like, I want to see Omega Red done right. I want to see Mr. Sinister, and that'll be after.
Omega Red?
Yeah,
Oh fuck! I need.
he's
I need to go back.
the Russian mutant with the tentacles and everything like that, and the ponytail. Yeah, Omega Red's cool.
Where is it? It's gonna be down Kansas.
Storm.
After Secret Wars, it's gonna be nothing but mutants, so we'll have our time.
Oh yeah.
Where's my ship?
You're gonna be fed up with them soon
My
enough.
ship.
I mean, that's the thing, though. It's just like, what does Marvel do when people are just like, "Oh, I'm so tired"? You guys bring in fucking mutants, man. People are just gonna go, I'm tired. Oh, X-Men? Because, like, they're just so beloved. I feel like everyone's gonna be tired of, like, yeah, like...
This sucks.
Your blorps are going away.
Oh. Holy shit.
What's going away, Trevor?
Your blorps.
Oh, shit!
Or whatever I called him when Fredo said, you're almost dead. And I was like, no, he's got 3 blorps.
3 blorps, count them.
Oh, 2 blorps.
I mean, yeah, Secret Wars should be a soft reboot.
I mean, it's the culmination. It's like Endgame. I mean, it's the end of the phase. It's the end of like, right? The this whole arc. So
Yeah.
I would imagine, especially, given what
it's,
you've told me about Secret Wars, that it would have to be a universal kind of reset of some kind.
It's to be a huge reset, and it's how they're going to introduce a lot of characters into our world, or like the main Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I think your theory is
And
strong
moving forward.
as far as where it's going. Let me ask you this.
I hope my Illuminati theory is correct.
I love that theory.
I fucking hope it's. I hope it's right. That'd be so sick.
What do you think about the idea, though, instead of like Secret Wars introduce new characters, blah, blah, blah. Like, do you think they'll pull them into 616 where we are? Or do you think the MCU perspective will shift universe to follow that?
I think they'll pull them into their.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they could pull characters like Miles that way. You know what I mean? Like easy. Could be a big reason as to why we have mutants, but I think we're gonna get mutants before that.
Where's Into the Spider-Verse? What do we know if that's a shared universe with anything, or is Miles in that one just kind of like a new universe as far as MCU is concerned?
I don't know how that's connected, actually.
We might find out in the next one, because
True.
there's a lot of variants.
Oh, well, what was? Okay, hold on.
Get in there.
I had a fucking. Hold on.
Got it.
Into.
I believe in you.
Oh yeah. So my theory is that we'll get Miles through the 3rd Spider-Verse movie because it's titled Beyond the Spider-Verse, and so I feel like we'll get that crossover from there.
When the fuck does that come out?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
80 years?
no idea.
You think Danny Glover's gonna be? Wait, hold on.
No, because he's
too old.
he's Prowler in the
Danny
MCU.
Glover.
That's what
Danny
I-
Glover's like 85.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, do you think he'll be
He's too
Prowler?
old.
Well, he's definitely too old,
and
but
he's Prowler.
right.
in-
I'm
in
just
the
saying. Do you
canon.
think they'll bring him back to be Prowler? Then I gave up on the question because I'm like, I'm
I don't
not
think
sure
it'd
how
be
much.
worth it because there'll be just so
doing
many
right now.
other like people to bring back.
Yeah.
Fuck, this is not where I need to be.
Speaking of, I need to catch up on Atlanta.
So you don't watch it.
Who are you talking about, Trevor?
Donnie.
Donald Glover.
Donald.
Donnie.
I said Danny for some reason. That's why
you
I
did.
stopped and I was like, that's
Yeah, you
wrong.
did.
That's wrong.
Sure is.
But then you picked up where I was at and I was like, okay.
And I just kept mumbling about
I-
Danny Glover over here.
Yeah.
And he's
yeah.
like an 80-year-old man.
Yeah, I know. When you said he's too old, I was like, yeah, I know the name's wrong. Why am I blanking?
Donald Glover.
Yeah, Donald Glover. But yeah, anyway, I was like, do you think they'll bring him back as Prowler? That'd be sick. But I also don't know how much acting he's doing right now.
Well, I think that like for like Secret Wars, they're just gonna focus on so many other things,
Yeah.
right? Like that's when we'll have the return of the like
Who?
like the original Avengers, and then that's when you'll have like that. It's just gonna be nuts. It's gonna be an insane amount of cameos. I wouldn't be surprised if Nicolas Cage pops out as Ghost Rider. You have why am I blanking on Captain America right now? The actor.
Who? Chris?
Chris Evans. Chris Evans shows up as the Human Torch, and just because it's just different worlds and different
Michael
like
B.
heroes colliding.
I need to see 2 torches.
Like you can, yeah, Michael B. could be Human Torch, and it's like it's all just all gonna just mash together the
Yeah.
different versions of everyone, and that's how you beat Endgame. That's how you match it, where you just go, oh, it's literally everyone reprising different roles and characters, and people coming back, and stacked.
Fuck.
It's like
Gotta find this half pipe. I don't know where it is.
it's like Spider-Man on crack, pretty much.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
It would have been, I think, it would have landed way better if that wasn't in
the trailer.
every single trailer version.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan's Human Torch could
Yeah.
pop up, and because it's just different worlds and different universes and different
What's his name,
timelines
Miles
all
Teller?
mashing together. Miles
Yeah.
Teller,
Mr.
Reed
Fantastic?
Richard, yeah.
That movie was not good.
I
No,
I still
it's
haven't
not.
seen it. I
It's
might,
not. It's not.
Doom looks like
Here's the thing.
ass.
Too. Here's the
I've
thing
seen
too.
that.
Here's the
Doom
thing too.
looks so
it's not
bad.
just not good, as in like, oh, it's bad. It's just so fucking boring.
Is it
It's
just slow?
So fucking boring, dude.
Could you do a truncated, like, abridged
Dude, it
cut
takes
of
like
it?
they don't get their powers to like halfway through the movie,
Yikes.
or like at
They call
least
them
the third.
The,
it's
new,
a lot.
the regular four.
And everything
It's a
happens so
lot.
fast, like with like there's training and then they fight Doom.
Yeah.
It's just done.
It's
Ugh.
very bizarre.
Yeah, weird. I remember being stoked for it, and then I never saw it. I just heard how bad it was, and I guess
It was
I went, "God, that
pretty
sucks."
accurately described.
Yeah.
And again, for me, like, I don't even really hate like bad movies or shitty movies, but like this one was just boring.
It was very bad.
Come on.
Oh,
Do you
we're
need to
losing
do
momentum.
Yeah,
the
I
jump
know.
flick, or will that send you in?
No, the jump doesn't really do anything.
Hey.
You just gotta. Oh my god! I still had it charged up. You just gotta time when you let go of it. It
Yeah.
just has to be while you're going up the ramp. When I let go.
Go,
of it.
Sonic! Gotta go fan. Why is the
Fucking
boost ball blue? I don't know.
Do you ever get to that point they're really desperate for ideas? I mean, that's what Secret Wars is, though. And that's what they're adapting. They're adapting Hickman's Secret Wars, not like the original Secret Wars.
I mean, you're not wrong. A lot of the comics, again, I'm super casual on this front, but as I understand it, a lot of the comic arcs are when they paint themselves into a corner and they go, we're out of ideas, we just need to shake this up. And then they just,
They do a lot of.
and they come up with a classic doing that,
Yeah. Yep.
which is an admirable writing skill. Like to just go, where do we go from here? Blow it up. I'll be very curious. I keep saying this, but I do want to read through some of those comics. I've been slowly getting back into reading in general, and I'd love to read the Secret Wars arc. But I want to get as much context as possible. Ooh.
Oh, it's such a good read. It's
Yeah.
so fucking good.
You like my super shoes?
I blew through Hush over a weekend, and I was just like, oh,
Space
feeling
jump
it, feeling the bug of the comic bite.
Ready?
Dude,
You
just
see
so
this? You see this? Ready?
Leads into God Doom and arrows. Oh, so
Double jump.
good. Double jump.
Double jump.
Double
Touch the
jump.
skies, Trevor. We can get where you never got as a kid.
Our hands will touch the sky.
Trevor's hands will touch the sky. Did you do it?
I reached.
Is the air the sky, or did you?
Where does the
undershoot
sky
it?
begin and end?
I don't think. I don't think within arm's reach.
Are we in
That's
the
all I'm
sky
saying.
right now?
You're in
You're
the
in?
clouds. Yeah.
With my
You're
feet
in
on the
trouble,
ground
boy.
And my head in the clouds. Man, kid me's about 3 months into gameplay right now. This was
Trevor got the space jump when he went to college.
I went from 5th to 6th grade just in. 11 years old. What is that?
It's after 10, but before 12.
It turns out, what grade is that? That's probably 5th-ish, right?
11's usually 6th.
Okay.
Generally, but I mean, obviously.
That was a good guess.
Depending on what month.
Yeah.
An artocraft.
I'm sorry. Well, go ahead.
What?
I got Friday mush,
Yeah,
okay?
it was all data. It was just-
Donnie Glover.
we haven't gotten to any artifacts yet. That was just pirate data.
Yeah, he said pirate data.
Who's seen it a shit ton
And he
of
said-
times?
he said-
As I was saying artifact, I read one of the words. I went artycraft
Artycraft.
because I read decoded. I shoved that syllable in.
Well, you want to get a fucking.
That's true. DB's right. I couldn't get space jump, so I majored in it.
Whoa. And
Yeah.
then
I
quit.
majored in rockets, and I said, I got
You
it.
couldn't get that.
And then eject it off of that.
I checked it off.
Space
There's
jumped
one out
right out
here.
of there.
There's an Arty Craft out
there
here.
is one out here. You're
There
right.
it is.
There's the first
See how it
one.
looks exactly the same?
An articraft.
Cholo autograph.
It's an Arty Craft.
Key number 1. Only 11 more to go.
And then we can go down to the
So
basement.
basically, that's the whole game. Is you need to get these 12 artifacts in order to unlock this where I'm standing, which gets you into like the core of the planet.
Oh shit.
So you're running around getting all these abilities, and then when you
have
finally
two.
have all the abilities, do I have 2? When you have all the abilities, it says now you can get the artifacts.
Because it said 18% completed on that item. Oh, item collection total. You've got one.
I gotta find it now,
You've got one.
just for Trevor.
You've
because
got
he's
one.
fucking losing it.
Bro, it's Friday break.
Friday break.
I got that Friday mush. I got
I
that
don't
mushy
even know.
mush.
Is it research? Oh, artifacts.
See,
right
that's
there.
what's confusing. You're looking
See,
right
we
at
just
it,
have
and it
truth.
says 18%. Like, that's a lie.
1,
Arty
2,
Craft.
3, 4,
Goddamn
5,
lie.
6, 7,
They also
8,
spelled
9,
Arty
10,
Craft
11.
wrong.
They did spell Arty Craft wrong. I don't know how they messed that up.
That's embarrassing.
That's a big miss, especially in a remaster. They had a second chance to fix it, and they put however they spelled Arty Craft. It's wrong.
Right.
It's
What's
wrong.
artifact? Chat's like, what?
Double jump's great. Some moves are cool. You know, like, yeah, you know, everything usually opens a door in some way. But to be able to jump, it just makes the game so much easier to play.
Oh yeah.
Like, just getting on boxes and up to the second floor of rooms and shit.
Yeah.
I like killing every enemy, but also the enemies respawn, like, every time you go, like, 2 rooms away. And so I just won't fight them 500 times. I'm just like, sir, I've killed you enough. You need to move
Right.
on. You need to accept your defeat.
You killed my
Accept
grandfather
defeat.
and his grandfather before him.
And now you will pay.
Ah!
I am the Cholo one.
You were the Choro one, Anakin.
I was gonna message the pupper's sitter because I booked them like a week and a half ago, and I was like, I hope they remember. But they messaged me, and they're like, cool, we're good.
I've gotten to that stage in life where I realize you can plan too far in advance.
You can,
and
yeah.
that range is getting smaller actually. In this day and age, everything is lickety
Dude.
split.
Yeah.
I
You
forgot-
plan out 2 weeks, people forget.
I forgot to tell you this. Remember I told you Lindsay and I did that overnight? They booked that place for Valentine's Day. So it's like an hour and 10 minutes away. We got out there. Again, it's like a renovated home that's used for, like, you know, renting and shit. Again, like an Airbnb. But I kept going, did you use Airbnb? We get an Airbnb? And Lindsay's like, I didn't use Airbnb. I'm like, I'm not paying those cleaning fees. And then cleaning the house.
Put the laundry in the basket.
Yeah. So, no, and that's how I can tell. We didn't have to do any of that shit.
Nice.
That was a good one. It was
Fucking
it was
nice.
like, hey, log out. Hey, you feel free to. Oh, also know that, like, don't use my TV.
Don't use
It
the
was
TV,
like,
mow
feel free
my
to log
lawn.
in to your own shit, but make sure you log out. But also, we'll double check for you and
Nice.
log you out. But
use my TV.
but we get there. It's like a front door code again because no one's there just to unlock it. Fucking battery's dead on the door code,
oh,
and I'm just like, you got to change it from the inside.
Oh, nuts.
And so I'm like, you might want to call this guy.
That's
it's
a-
like
that's a
8 o'clock.
stink.
It's 8 o'clock at night, and I'm just like, dude, worst comes to worst, we just go to the restaurant, and like maybe the guy gets back to us by the time I'm back.
Yeah.
But I just started wandering around and found a back door, and thank God they also had a key code on the back door, and it opened. Dude, I entered the code, and he was like,
Oh, even the back one.
and
was
I'm just
done?
like,
Oh.
we're on our last legs here. Do not lock this unless we're inside the house. So, like, we went to the restaurant and didn't lock the back door because I was like, bro, this might not open again. And I don't have batteries on me. I didn't bring fucking AA batteries with me for this
Oh,
overnight.
man.
And so, thankfully, it was fine. And then, you know, it locked when we left.
Yeah.
And I'm like, send him a note and tell him he needs 8 new AA batteries. Because holy shit, I can't fathom if we got there and we were locked out and I
that
couldn't get in.
suck.
I'd have been so annoyed. All right, so now we got double jump.
Got 2 blue areas.
All right, Trevor, you're obsessed with the blues. We still
blue.
can't go this way, but oh fuck, we still can't go that way either. See, we need a purple. We can't open purple doors yet. I'm trying to remember where
Yeah,
we
but
need
it's blue.
where we
We
need a
got
double
blue
jump.
area.
Yeah, blue, I understand that.
there's
and
2
then,
entrances.
And then you
That
see,
we- oh, that's purple.
well, there's one. This is an exit, but trust me, we can't get over here yet. This is like a lava pit we can't get across.
I'll take his word for it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have 3 months experience yet, but
I don't.
don't trust him.
I don't yet. That's what Joe kept saying in Dark Souls, and he kept dying.
he's got a lot more
He kept
experience
saying,
than you.
"I don't trust you," and I just would go, "Okay." Yeah, I guess. I don't know why. I'm sure. Whatever, man. I don't care.
You know when the coach is teaching you and runs the place, and you just go, "I don't trust you."
I like to let him learn on his own, but he hasn't been learning too much lately.
No, I've noticed that in the last recording.
He's in fact
especially.
forgot a lot, and then kind of committed to not relearning things.
I refuse.
Weird commitment.
A lot of refusals.
No, he's like, I'm strong. I can forget.
Yeah.
I'll be good. I'll just got to get stronger by losing these runes, or what?
Jumped
souls.
over it now.
Dude, my eyes went.
I
"There's the jump."
watched her eyes go up when I jumped towards those leaves. I said I'd be back breaking all the rules.
Previous, I was like, "You can't jump that." He said, "Not yet." And here we are. It all comes full circle. Oh, I charge all my devices tonight.
Why? Fly with them dead.
I don't know why. I always appreciate the ritual of charging
Yep.
all the devices before like a trip.
Right, and then you use maybe 1 out of 6.
Oh,
You know
definitely.
what I mean? Maybe.
Definitely.
You're like,
but
but if I needed it.
I got options.
Hey, check this out. You ever need it? Flick.
Flick, flick.
Yo, that's wild. That's straight up wild.
They were like, we ran out of buttons. I've got it.
No, I mean that they've used that before.
No, I know,
I just
that's-
can't believe they don't like fucking. I don't think they tell you that, like in the tutorial as you're playing. Mm-hmm. That's wild.
Look, they didn't tell me. Oh, did I watch The Happening?
You gonna watch The Happening
man.
tonight? Jesus Christ!
You're gonna ruin your
I'm
whole
gonna
trip.
watch The Happening tonight.
That's a plane
And
movie.
play Resident Evil.
You should listen
And
to it
have a
while you
Resident
play
Evil
it.
6.
Oh no, that's
God.
That's what they're doing in Guantanamo. Making people watch The Happening and play Resident Evil 6.
You're gonna be detained someday in the far future, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, great!
Yeah, up in here. Woo!
I trained for this."
The wind, watch out.
Anytime you go on a walk with the pups, a strong breeze comes. You're, Jackie, get down!
Get down. So I shoved Jackie.
Oh God!
Get down. Why you push me? I'm saving your life.
Saved your life. You don't even know
Damn.
it yet.
Damn.
Bat birdies.
Get stun locked in the air.
I got stun locked in the air.
Whoa! What did he just do?
Big jump.
That wasn't allowed. That's illegal.
Jump, Adelphia.
My computer crashed and I had to reset. What have I missed? Everything. We completed the game. This is the second run.
We
Game
unlocked
Plus.
half the hacks.
The purple is your health.
Whoops. Yes. Wrong button. Purple, red, and yellow are all health. It's just like increments.
Oh.
I think purple's 5, red is 20, and yellow's 100. And if you charge, you suck them in.
Oh yeah.
One of these fucking pillars has an artifact in them. I remember that. You have to get like the X-ray specs to see them.
Oh.
I don't know what
It's
artifacts
just
are.
it's just in the wall.
I only know art.
Like that's the end game in this game. As a kid without internet, it's like, all right, now just scour through the game and find all 12 keys.
no.
There could be hidden in walls and shit. Use all your abilities. Like you know how the missile shit is hidden? How you're like, how'd you know
Yep.
that was there? The same exact spots. But like you need all 12 to beat the game.
What's down there
Down where?
after the 12? Is that to take you to Ridley?
No, I think
that the final boss?
I think you fight Ridley near the keys,
Got
if I'm
it.
not mistaken. I think he's like the second to last boss, and then you go down and fight like the creature that came from. So the plot of this game
Oh,
is
why
like
show your face?
all the poison and shit. This is the blast. All the poison in this shit on this planet is from like a meteorite that crashed into the planet. And the Chozo were chilling. They're like, this is great. We're just chilling. And then a meteor crashed, and they're like, this fucking sucks. So then they locked it in the Earth. Or not the Earth, because it's not the planet. But they locked it in to like keep it away, but it's still slowly infecting the planet, like killing everybody. I'm looking to see if there's a way down here, like in the grate. You guys got a grate hole around here somewhere?
Gotta go up to go down.
There's a grate hole. We gotta go down to go down.
That doesn't make any sense.
Now that's wrong.
Show us this
Oh,
out.
come on now.
Yeah,
That's out.
this game.
Oh,
He
what a long
magneted me a little
process.
bit.
It's
Yeah.
real nice and long too. So
And you can't bomb them when
it's
you're doing
extra
that.
regrettable.
Oh yeah. Great camera angles. Dude. I can't even see the full.
I half expected you, to like just pop out right into it again.
Ah,
Oh,
fuck.
God!
Now he probably won't get me all the way.
Take me to the closest exit, like
Yeah.
the where I'm going.
Take me to where I'm going.
Squidly Ridley.
Scoop. Da, 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 ah, ah.
So you're telling me that a woman in a suit's accomplishing all this?
It's true. Since the 80s. Since the 80s, Alfredo.
Dang.
It's true. And she's hot.
Yo, I've seen Zero Suit Samus.
Not zero enough.
Zero Suit Samus was like when they really were like, all right, we really got to start pushing. Like, she's hot. She'd want to play as Samus. We know the armor is iconic, but one game. What if we remake the first game, pop that suit off, just so we see it's a hot lady, just just to get the word out. You know?
Pop those shoes off.
You know, yeah.
Whoa. He has a steamy visor.
All right. What do we got? What do we got, Fredo?
Yeah.
Much time
15
we got?
minutes to save the
15
day.
minutes to do
minutes.
Man, you guys went from space to space. Do you feel like your training in the previous video you recorded helped you in this space game?
Man.
Well, that game was certainly harder.
Oh God. It was Heavenly Bodies.
Oh, I'm on the wrong goddamn
Michael
way.
and I
Wait,
recorded
am I? Yes.
a video in it, and I think we want to finish the
Couple
game.
videos in that.
And
What's up?
it's if you want to see just
Wait.
2 cosmonauts,
Why cosmonauts?
He kept going back and forth.
I went back and forth.
He's going back and forth between astronaut and cosmonaut.
But if you want to see 2 cosmonauts, just fix various things in space with limb controls. Boy,
And if
oh
you were
boy.
wondering why the stream started 10 minutes late,
It's like Bunny Man in
Well,
space.
we couldn't abandon the space
we were
station.
desperately trying to finish that level.
It's like Bunny Man in space.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, there's a lot of oh no, fly out of space, no.
There was definitely a lot
It's
of.
pretty fucking cool.
And then somebody goes flying.
It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool game.
So we recorded a video on that today, and we'll record more.
Oh yeah.
Big time. It was real good.
Why don't they call pilots skystronauts?
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude, why don't they?
Skyastronaut's pretty cool, actually.
I've never met a Cielonaut.
Do you think I have to go back to Fendrana?
I want on the record that I'm actively shaking my hands.
What's up? Oh.
And I should have known, okay? The shoulder pads on the armor
Yeah, Braylon was like,
should have gave it away. Should have gave it away. I've been deceived.
the shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Shoulder pads. Everyone had those big juicy pads in the 80s.
Not everyone.
Not ever. Not.
You're thinking 90s.
Don't even joke, Trevor.
Oh, stop jesting.
Stop. Enough is enough.
Oh, hit in the air and recovery.
When will I learn that my actions have consequences?
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
Yeah, Bray's behind the scenes. Nubians, I'm assuming, saying hi. They're asking, if you're there.
Hope this is the right way.
Could be.
I have no idea. It's where I had to use double jump. Either double jump and or boost. Those are the last two things I got. Oh, shit. You know what?
Wrong way?
Possibly. I know I can use it in one or two spots underwater where like I couldn't reach a ledge.
Oh, yes.
But one of those spots led to a white door and I can't open that
says
anymore.
hi.
So. Ooh, let's see. I haven't gone this way.
Much backtracking.
Yeah.
All backtracking.
That's part of the allure.
It certainly is. It's like it is, but like I don't really count this as backtracking. It's from like regular games because like
Well, like you said, it opens up
backtracking
new
is usually when
areas.
you're running through an area and doing nothing. You're just I got to run back and I got to run back and I got to run back and I run back. Like you are going back, but you're constantly opening new areas. So it's like you backtrack 2 rooms, but then open an entirely new branch. But you definitely do it. So if going back and forth, regardless, is tedious, this game does it.
Speaking of that, that's what I got into God of War backtrack hell. Just trying to like, there's one collectible in, I can't remember which realm it is. I think it's Feltheim, but it's one with like all the rivers. And for so long I was like, where is this
crow?
thing?
Like for,
Yeah, I've got
like an
most of the
artifact or
ravens.
something?
Yeah, I got most of the ravens. It was like something. I don't remember at this point, but and then I realized I could scroll the map up north, and there was a whole. And I was like, "Oh my god, the paddling! The amount of paddling!"
Oh.
It got to a point where I wouldn't play it anymore. It would just be a passive. I'm gonna like do this while like passively rowing this boat around.
Paddle away.
Yeah, dude.
How do we unfreeze this man's hands?
You gotta get the
Seems to be
thing
frozen
done.
in place.
Seems to be an unsurmountable puzzle. Better quit and let 4-month Trevor catch up.
Here we go.
Oh my god, does that spew magma? Liquid hot.
Shove your ball in there.
Let me just hit X.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's a good X hit.
Can you get up and out through the one above that? Roll out of the map?
I bet not. Let's find out.
With enough effort, we could spend about an hour doing that.
Right. The last
Okay.
6 seconds
And we'll
of this
give
stream. I might be able to get one more upgrade like, soon. I'm not sure if there's one here or not. Okay.
Schwartelheim.
Fartelheim?
Niflheim.
Fartelheim.
Spoopelheim.
What about Guffington?
And then there's Guffington. And Hoboken.
No one likes Guffington.
It's such a fuck you to like respawn the goddamn thing. You just blew up.
Yep. Yeah, baby. It's like, remember that puzzle you definitely accomplished?
Boom.
Here it is again.
What is this?
Ooh, the purple, the blue rooms. Wait a minute, that's not fair. I called dibs. I
Die.
seen it first.
Die. 8 minutes.
To save the world.
Danielle said during Jeremy's playthrough, he killed so many crows before he knew it was a collection thing.
Wait, you talking about like the birds or
Yeah.
like the Odin's
The ravens. Probably always Odin's
like the green
ravens.
ones.
Probably the ravens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it tells you.
It does. This is collected designs.
The Ragnarok's much better about it, whereas the first one, it's aside from the achievement, I don't think there's an upside to it. But then
No, you get in the first one. You get a rune that lets you throw your axe perfectly straight. No, I'm sorry. You're right. That's from beating the.
yeah, you get the chests in
You're
Ragnarok.
right.
The birds are in the trees.
I forgot. That's from beating the Valkyries. You get that axe.
I do like those Valkyrie fights. Those were
sick
Those
fights.
were yeah. I'll be honest though, the one thing I'm still trying to grind out is what's her name? It's like a 3-letter word. I can't remember. The final Valkyrie in Ragnarok. I think she's in Niflheim, where the magma place where you do the crucible.
Oh.
You do those challenges. She's
Yeah.
like off to the right. She's very tough. Very tough. So
So fun to fight the Valkyrie.
So I need to grind out a few more weapon upgrades items if I actually want to take her on.
What was in the first one? The missed one? Was it Niflheim?
I get them all mixed up at this
I
point.
know. Same.
It's like if
Well, I
I'm
got to
playing
that-
it,
I
I
got
can
to-
remember,
yeah.
but it's in my rear view right now.
I got to that area and my chat was like, "Oh yeah, there's really good armor here if you grind it out." And I'm like, "And that's what I'm gonna do for the next 10 hours. I'm gonna grind." They're like, "Well, you can come back." I'm like, "Nope. No. I'm gonna go ahead and get this armor now, and
Totally
then I'm gonna
everything.
play through the next 30% of the game with this end game armor." Okay,
My
I'm
energy's low.
Careful, your blorps are out.
My blorps are out. I'm out of
like,
blorps.
"It's getting warped up."
He wishes he was blorped up. Evolution was not kind to this creature.
No. A lot of eye holes.
Severe underbite, those teeth would go into the upper gums. No like upper appendage, just two leggies.
You got
And a
it.
delicate back.
I was worried.
I know you were.
Bet it had really
I'll
good
never be able
lungs,
to
though.
open that. Unless.
We're in the Temple of Time.
Unless.
And that's the stream. Thanks for watching. Oh, I guess I'll get this.
Whoa! What's happening to our arm?
Upgrade!
What the fuck is the wave be?
Allows you to emote. Hello.
Check this out.
Hi. Whoa.
Oh yeah. Forgot about this one.
So this is basically like electricity. Electricity gun.
Ooh.
So you can zap your foes.
I like the gun changing shape depending on the
Oh, it
weapon
looks
you
very
have.
cool.
Yeah.
I also like that you get to watch it transform.
Oh.
Like it's cool that it's not just magic, like it opens. It's pretty sick.
It waves by.
Oh, and these guys die.
Oh, they die now.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, what the fuck is happening?
Well, charging it sucks them towards you.
Oh.
So you gotta kind of kill them from afar. But this was a pretty meaty run into Metroid.
Oh,
I'll be
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna make this much progress.
You were telling Trevor, no way we're making it to the
I didn't
ice
think we were
lands."
making it to
You went-
Vendrana Drift.
I mean, you made some really good moves in the first hour or two. You went deep, but I've never seen a man accomplish 6 months in 3 hours.
Yeah, that. Is this game done?
yeah,
quick?
I've never seen anyone take 6 months to do this. So that's equally impressive.
Thank you, thank you.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap up there. That's
Hell
it
yeah.
for yet another Friday stream.
If this game
from
looks
Achievement
fun,
Hunter.
you should check it out. It's on the Switch right now. It's $40. Runs fantastic. Looks great.
It really does.
It looks great. Like
Just
honestly,
that is like such
it
an
looks
awesome shot.
so good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You can pick it up right now. Play it during the long 3-day weekend. And if you-
Achievemehunter.com/Metroid.
And if you want to be extra cozy, we got a little bit of a cozy collection going on right
Dude, we
now.
got a cozy collection. Also, if you'd like to work at the Rat and Grackle, buy your shirt now because when the shirts sell out, we're not hiring anybody else
Are
to
you guys
work at the Rat and Grackle.
looking for drinkware to fill out your
Right, because we have
cafe.
we have a sippy cup in development.
It's not a sippy cup.
It's a sippy cup.
I mean, you got to sip to cup.
You gotta sip
Yeah,
it, you gotta sip
if
the
it
cup.
spills, it's not a sippy cup though.
Well, it doesn't.
you
no
knock
one
it
said-
over
No
and
one
it
said it
drips.
wasn't the most efficient thing.
I'm just saying,
I mean,
it's just a cup with a straw.
It's
It's
Mark
a-
1. It's
it's a
Mark
cup with a
1. We're
straw.
working in on the
Look,
sip.
Iron Man didn't start with a sippy cup
Exactly.
day one.
Right,
Exactly.
but he never started with a sippy cup. Actually, he never had a sippy cup. Day 1, 2, or 1,000. There was no sippy cups.
No, he had one.
He said he was
Remember
Iron
that?
Man, but at least he was Iron
Yeah,
Man.
but like Iron Man doesn't freeze, and he froze in the first
He did
one.
freeze.
So he had
He
to
did
figure out the
freeze.
icing
He did,
problem.
yeah.
We're still at the icing stage. Yeah.
no, you're at the drip stage.
That's true. Well, it's the equivalent of.
Well,
It's
you
called
know,
an
pour liquid for
analogy.
knowledge or hamster in it. Either way,
Very small hamster.
It's in development.
Otherwise, the ethics are questionable.
But that's it for us. We'll catch you guys next Friday for yet another stream. Go home. If you are home.